Hello, everybody, and welcome to You Be Trippin, episode 100. Bum, 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 bum. It's been a great, 2 years. Going into the start of the third year, everybody. 100 episodes, and I could not have done it without you, the watchers, and the listeners. You guys have made it all kind of worthwhile and enjoyable for me, and also all the guests that have come in. But because this is 2026, and because 100 episodes becomes the first of the year, I decided to make this one about resolutions. What are we going to do this year? What are the roadblocks you guys have to traveling, to get it out there doing whatever you want to do, whatever it is? Maybe you want to go visit temples in Cambodia. Why not do it this year? Maybe you want to go have diarrhea poop sprayed on your foot by a child through a ketchup bottle in India. Maybe go ahead and do it. Or drink Belgian beer and eat waffles in Brussels. I say don't do that because you can literally do that anywhere in the world. It's really not that cool. Maybe this is the year you and your estranged father reconnect and you go visit every Major League ballpark in America. Maybe this is the year you buy a You Be Trippin t-shirt. Whatever you want to do, 2026 is going to be the year, and we cover everything getting in your way to make sure you can do it. Let's not die without visiting another country this year for the first time. So, also, by the way, while you're listening to this episode, why don't you go out or watching this episode, why don't you go out, Jesus Christ. I mean, no, but wow. Look, you guys, this is going to be the year you do stuff, and you're not going to let anything get in the way. So why don't you go and visit the passport agency while you're listening or watching this episode? Just on the sidebar, go open an account, make an appointment, and at least you'll have your passport so you can start stamping it. So when you do decide to travel, nothing's going to get in your way. It's episode 100, everybody. My guest today is Nolan, someone who is devoutly really never gone anywhere since she was a fucking little girl. Her Instagram is at Nolan Katie, NOLANKATIE. Her podcast, The Casuals, is released every Tuesday and Thursday, and her radio show, Fan Service Live, is at 12 p.m. Eastern daily on Mad Dog Radio, Sirius XM. Wow. Getting all this? Guys, there's amazing places out there, and I know you want to go see them. So we're going to cover everything you have to do in order to be able to go out and, accomplish your travel goals this year. So nothing will get in your way. You're going to tell your friends, hey, I'm going to do it this year. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go, wherever. I'm going to go eat guinea pig in Ecuador. Whatever you want to do, you're going to do it. And this episode is going to help you get there. It's been 100 episodes for me, everybody. Whatever your travel goals are, you're going to find them. Mine are to continue visiting 2 new countries every year. I got 6 this year. But whatever yours are, you're going to do it, and you're going to get those barriers out of the way. It's 100 episodes of You Be Trippin, everybody. I couldn't have done it without you. I'm so stoked. 2026, it's a year of accomplishing your goals, travel-wise. That's it. Play the music.
Where you been and where you going? This is Ari's travel show, yeah. We're gonna talk about travel today. It's You Be Trippin, yeah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to You Be Trippin. It's a travel podcast. So if you don't know, every week I go to a different place with a guest. This place they've been. We're not experts. Pretty clearly, we're not experts. And it's the only podcast in America right now that has never had any drama. No one's fucked anybody's girlfriend.
Yet.
No one's talked shit about comedians and how they're doing better than them, but not as better than them as they should. It's a travel podcast, everybody. Just fun times. And today, straight from TMZ ESPN, she left. What happened to that network? And now, straight to your hearts from the Casuals podcast, Katie Nolan, everybody.
It's me clapping for me. Hi.
Katie, where are we going today?
Is this where I tell you I said yes to this because you asked, but I don't travel like this. So I have pretty much nothing to tell you about.
This is where you would tell me that.
Yeah.
This would be the point.
I'm trying to do this. It's not necessarily my year of yes, but I am trying to. My agents and everything are always like, you're saying no to everything all the time.
It's fun.
And you're about to leave for a little bit, and I wanted to see you before you go. And so I wasn't going to say no to this, but I have been over the last few days. Dan has just heard me pacing the apartment being like, I don't have a story.
Dan is her father.
I don't know.
Who she lives with and takes care of.
That's exactly right. He's very sick and very tall. So I don't have a good story.
A good crazy shit that happened.
I studied abroad in Australia.
That's fun.
For a couple months, but
Yeah.
I did it during the summer with somebody else's school. So like I didn't do it right. And I don't know if you know this, when it's summer here in Australia, it's not summer.
It's cold. How cold did it get there?
Rained a lot. It was
Yeah.
mostly rain.
Really? Balls.
Yeah, it was, but everybody there was hot. That's all my main memory from being in Sydney was like everybody's hot and skinny.
I remember just the women wore bikini tops as bras.
Yeah.
And they just like, hey, it's hot. I'm going to take this off and just have like shorts with bikini tops or,
Yeah.
or jeans with bikini tops. And I am for it.
I was at my fattest. I gained that. There's a box of Tim Tams behind you that I clocked when I came in. I used to eat those. I would eat like, I discovered them when I got there and
Yeah.
was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
And I think I probably had like at least 2 of those a week.
The Tim Tam 10.
Yeah, I gained the Tim Tam 10. It was a lot. I also learned to surf while I was there, and getting into a wetsuit when you're at your personal fattest weight is a real. I don't wish that on anyone.
Because the
was
wetsuit
like,
also goes straight up. And then when it has to go out and back in.
yeah. When you're just like trying to get into it, and you're like, that's not my leg. That's what 2 of my legs are supposed to be. It was just it was really with a bunch of strangers. I went to the other side of the world with a bunch of kids who all went to BU together, and I went to Hofstra. So it was like I don't know why I did that, Ari, and that's kind of why I'm here. I need you to teach me how to travel.
Brad Van Bradekoff? Who was the great coach there? Butch Van Bradekoff?
Is this
Hofstra?
are you attempting to connect with me? Hofstra, like football?
Basketball.
I was gonna say football was over by the time I got there. Probably.
You don't know. What's
I don't
all
know.
Listen, rarely do I get to have a sports expert in here. And when I have an expert, if I can.
Not an expert. I just like it. I just like watching it. It's more ephemeral to me. I'm less of a stat head. I hope you're wrong, but
Oh,
you're
of
probably
course
not.
you hope I'm
It would be
right.
very funny if you were wrong. I love that it keeps saying Casuals Podcast because you typed that in at one point.
Hofstra?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Legendary coach Butch Van Bradekoff.
Bradekoff. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
oh,
Willem.
died?
Well, of course.
I don't know.
Everybody does.
Nice. How did I remember that?
I mean, what was the year that it was? Wait, sorry.
You were
Coach
7.
Hofstra from what, 50?
1955 to 1962.
Why the fuck would I
In
know
his first stint with Hofstra.
Okay, then when?
Let's see it here.
Look at him.
He's
That's
in black and white. You know it's always in
cozy.
black and white. Thanks you for telling me you're spying on me.
The Pride of Long Island. Is
I
that
mean,
our
do you need the
official
full body
website? What
one?
an ugly header that is.
Coaching the NBA.
Doing?
I don't know. Basketball shit. Teaching young men, making young men into boys.
Long career. So we coached Hofstra from
And then-
55 to 62. Your eyes are good enough for this? Damn, that's a lot easier. Okay, first stint with Hofstra, 5 21 seasons in 7 years. That's something.
5 21 seasons is great for
Yeah.
Hofstra.
Yeah, well, we were good. We had a minute there.
Born in 1922. You would never.
Yeah, why would I know this person? And they were still the Flying Dutchman then. I wish. We were the Pride.
The Pride?
Yeah, I guess Flying Dutchman was somehow deemed offensive. I never really looked into it, but I'm like, that's a ship.
Hey, so I got one I want to push.
What?
You know how they're like, got to rename the Redskins, got to rename the Indians, got to
Yeah.
whatever. I'm
Yeah.
not going to weigh in on that.
Sure.
What I will do is let's take it further. The Twins are regressive against twins.
In what way?
You're naming them after a group of people, twins.
This feels like something you've been so excited
I
about.
do. And I
This
want the
is-
Sklar brothers to head it up.
To what end? For what?
Fun.
And what would you rename them?
Oh, I don't know. The lakes.
The lakes?
I don't know.
Oh,
Minneapolis. I mean, whatever. Anything. The
Yeah.
wet spots.
Yeah.
The Minneapolis wet spots.
I mean, if it...
I know it's Twin Cities. I understand that.
Right.
I'm not talking about that.
No.
I'm talking about we don't really care, to be honest.
Sure. But you're just pretending you're... And so the Padres
everyone.
is offensive to fathers? We'd have to
See?
change that.
I like where you're going with
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
I hadn't even considered that.
Right, of course.
To Latino fathers.
That's right. Or to, or even to what?
Religious
like,
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are Padres? Like, they're like,
Like a reverend, a father?
I think so.
Father, not the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
No. Anyway.
Anyway.
Okay, so the Twins is offensive. I'm sure you could get it there. I think you've got less of a strong argument than, say, the Indians or the Redskins.
So let's do a theme episode.
Okay.
How should we, do you have any interest in traveling?
I would love to be a lady who travels. In my mind, when I close my eyes,
Yeah.
who is Katie Nolan?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, she's adventurous. She's fun and free and unencumbered. None of those things are actually true.
Okay.
So when it comes to traveling, much like, let's say, a wedding,
Yeah.
the plan stage is where I get frozen because I
stage,
could
okay.
go anywhere. I could see myself enjoying any of these things. What I can't do is speak a lot of languages.
You don't need to. It's
But
best time. Okay, let's talk about it. Go ahead. Let's talk
So
about your
like,
issues.
how are you going to so many countries where you cannot communicate?
Okay, here we're going to do this. We're going to do a brand new note. We're going to bring it over here. Katie's problems with travel.
Okay.
Okay. Oops. You know what we'll
I
do?
fear that if I can't communicate, if I can't express myself,
Boom.
how will I get around? How will I problem solve?
Okay, let's go. Where is this? Here we go. Language is one. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
capitalize
that's
it.
what I meant.
Fine.
Yeah, you know that's what I meant, asshole. Fucking, come on. Give me a fucking break here. You ride me like a fucking braided cough practice.
Oh God, this is going to be the theme of the episode.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What was officers? Oh, right, you told me.
pride.
Okay, language. That's number one.
Yeah.
You want to go into all these and then solve them all, or do you want to go one by one?
Oh, that's a good question. It's your podcast, so what fits better into your usual format?
Okay, it's my podcast, but I will let you know.
What?
I am one of the worst hosts in podcasting.
Okay,
The
and
reason I'm
that's-
successful is because I started before everyone.
Yes.
Which I would advise everyone to do.
Right.
Start
they
before
can't.
everyone.
It's too late.
Yeah.
It's actually, I'm like the last one in. This new podcast, when I made it, they said no more podcasts after
Casuals
Casuals. We
podcast.
are done. It's
Yeah.
it.
You're in the
You
eighth
can't
wave right
have-
now.
And we were there in the middle, but whatever. Okay, so we can go let's go one by one because I have to think of them as we talk.
Okay.
And so I don't know
Okay.
my list.
So how about this though? How about this? If you think of one as we're in one, go, oh, by the way, I thought of another one. We'll put it in the note.
And then we'll get back to it.
We'll get back to it.
Perfect.
Okay. Language.
Yep.
Okay. There's Google Translate now. One, if you're going to any major tour, if you're not going to the jungle or anything like that, or super, super small towns, everybody speaks English. We live in, beneficially and disbeneficially, the number one language. So
Not really.
what do you mean?
Isn't technically Chinese the number one language?
Oh yeah, but okay.
But you just mean because there's so many
brings
people
up
in
a great
China.
point.
Yeah, that I'm being annoying.
Chinese don't count.
Okay, what?
You don't come in contact with them. They don't speak any other language. So Chinese are like, you watch Walking Dead ever?
No, but I hate where this is going.
You familiar with it?
Yes,
Okay.
as a concept, zombies.
Yeah, and it was like people become the enemies in every zombie movie, and then
yeah.
and then after season one of any of these, the zombies become just the background. And that's Chinese. They're just the background. They're there to make sure that whatever you're visiting, tourist sites, is no longer fun, and to pack it up
What
and
are
go
you
home.
talking about?
They have no sense of personal space. They fucking take photos of the sunset with an iPad in front of you.
So what?
They're
That's
the
a
worst.
nice big photo of the sunset.
They don't meet up with anybody. They stick to themselves. So if you meet somebody from like rural,
Which I respect.
rural Denmark,
Yeah.
they might not speak English. They're going to try their best because they're going to stay with you guys. They're going to try to be friendly. The Mandarins, they just don't.
Okay, sure. All right. So you say English is the number one language.
Yeah, there's a German and a Spanish guy, and they're in a hostel together. They're speaking English.
Do you ever feel guilty at the lack of an attempt to understand the culture that you're observing?
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Wait, where is this?
Because I would feel guilty. Dan and I went to a wedding in Guatemala.
Okay.
And we lost our friend or maybe when we were flying back, the friend we have that speaks Spanish wasn't flying on with us. And in that airport, I felt so guilty that I could not they couldn't tell me I had scissors in my bag and that it needed to go back through security because I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
And I felt like what an ignorant American I am.
Yeah.
Unable to communicate with people who I should be communicating with.
That's valid.
I felt bad about that.
That's totally valid.
And I suck at learning languages. I'm too old.
Let me try to assuage
Nice.
those fears. Is that right?
I think.
It's not wrong enough where you're like, definitely
Exactly.
not.
They knew what you meant.
You ever have someone say a word and go, what did you mean by
Yeah,
that?
I don't actually
What do you
need
think
you
you meant
to
by that?
spell it?
I'm almost positive that's wrong, but let me see what you mean.
trying to
Use
say?
it in another sentence. When you meet someone in New York, you come across somebody from another country
Yeah.
and they're barely able to communicate with you to try to ask for directions, are you mad at them?
No, but I'm different. I'm a sweetie pie. Not everybody everywhere is a sweetie pie. And I don't know if you know this, our like international reputation right now, I don't think is like booming. I don't think people are like, shout out Americans. They're really level-headed, cool people. I'd love to help them in any endeavor in which they need my help.
Yeah. Okay. That's another one. We'll get to that.
Hey guys, today's episode of You Be Trippin is brought to you by Mud Water. Guys, you ever get that crash that comes with coffee where you're just wired in the morning? First thing, you'll get everything done. And then like 2 hours later, you get the crash. You're like, what was I supposed to do today? What was I supposed to do? It happens to me out here where I can't get that stuff. I get wired and then I'm like, what's I supposed to do? And I remember now what I was supposed to do, find a sick location for this Mud Water ad. And I forgot because I was groggy. So instead of doing it out in one of the most amazing places in the world, I'm doing it from inside my camper. It's just not as cool. I need mud water to get me where I'm at. It's functional mushrooms, guys. It's got lion's mane and reishi. It's got everything you need to help you remember what you gotta do. So Alan doesn't have to work over the holiday break. And I let him down. And the outro for the January 5th episode, it's not coming till well after Christmas. You're gonna have to take a break from your break, buddy. I'm sorry, but if I had lion's mane, if I had all this stuff in mud water, this wouldn't have happened. Are you ready to make the switch to cleaner energy? Head to mudwtr.com and grab your starter kit today. Mudwater.com. Right now, my listeners get an exclusive deal, up to 43% off your entire order, plus free shipping and a free rechargeable for author when you use the code TRIPPIN. That's right, up to 43% off with code TRIPPIN at mudwtr.com. After you purchase, they're going to ask you how you found out about them. Please show your support for the show. Let them know that I sent you. Guys, I'm sure other people are telling them they'll let you know that they sent you, but don't do that. You let them know that I sent you. I need this. They don't need this. Mud water. You need that. Let's get back to the episode.
The language. Let's do that first.
Yes.
But I like this. We're going to keep doing
This is good.
Okay. Already, pause. Don't cut that. I tell them to cut stuff, but that's not just you and me pause.
Yeah.
I like the way this is going.
Good.
Okay. It could have gone bad. And I will
Could
tell
have.
you,
When I walked in, I was like, Ari might not be a friend anymore after this.
I mean, you definitely should have told me.
I know.
Oh, actually, I have not been anywhere.
I know.
But we're working it out. It's a year of yes, and I'm here for it.
Thank you. Year of maybe.
Yeah. Most places will speak English. In touristy places, I don't assume you're going to go to like deep
No.
places. So
I want to
you're gonna
split
go
the difference
places-
between like a resort you never leave and a like too far into like a jungle.
Yeah.
I want to split the diff in my traveling. Yeah.
You can learn. Google Translate is right there to the point now where you can talk into it and it speaks back.
Huh.
Yeah, I was in Paris in July and August, but August everything shuts down. So I was in a place, whatever, that didn't matter. But I couldn't tell this guy I wanted this kind of cheese and this kind of sausage. And I was like trying. And then I just spoke into it. And he goes, oh, okay. And then he spoke into it back.
Huh.
And then we got it. I was like, thanks a lot. Didn't seem to mind at all.
Huh.
None of that.
Robots.
Yeah.
The answer?
Yeah. Number 2.
Yes.
So you can also just type in there any word or whatever. It's fun to learn like 10 words. And it is please, thank you, you're welcome, bathroom, restaurant, hello, goodbye, 1, 2, 3. And that's going to get you by a lot.
I feel like left and right are helpful too.
Maybe.
Like
Yeah,
directions wise.
That's another level of where is. But if somebody foreign came up to you and go, I'm trying to think.
Where bathroom?
Yeah, where bathroom, you'd get it.
Yeah. I'd go, I'm sorry, where bathroom? I can't wear
Learn
a
the fucking
bathroom.
language. Yeah.
Are you asking me where is the bathroom?
I was in Hong Kong doing shows, and somebody had a joke. The one I remember was going, how unhelpful they are. He goes, if you mispronounce it slightly, they go, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you fucking know.
You know
He goes,
exactly
did you come
what I'm
visit
talking
New York and go, where's the Empire State Building?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
I'll
go,
make fun
I
of
don't
you
know what
behind
the
your
fuck
back.
you're talking about.
But I will
They're-
make fun of you behind your back. Employer, what the fuck?
Sure.
Right, but to your face, I'll go. It's right there.
I
Don't
do know
see it?
what you mean at least.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
So you can learn that, and then it's fun. And then
Yeah.
you put it into practice, and you go, dos, whatever, and then point. It's fun. You can get by.
Okay. Okay.
It's kind of exciting.
Okay.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Google Translate.
learn a little bit of the language anyway.
Yeah, and learn it anyway, and put it into play, and then you ask somebody how to say a word if somebody knows. All here you don't change. If you travel, you don't change the language. It's fine. All here you change it all the time. All here you change it all the time. Every new country, you're like, I got to start over, and it's annoying. But Google Translate. I saw a Chinese woman and a German girl.
Well, this is antithetical to your whole argument before.
Yeah.
Interacting with each other.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. She was one of the good
One
ones.
of the the exception that proves the rule.
And they were flirting with each other in Thailand at a bar with Google Translate.
Damn.
And they had sex and they didn't.
How do you know that? How do you know
I
that?
talked to the guy later, and I saw them leave, and I was like, "What happened?" He goes, "Yeah, I mean,
Ay. Okay.
yeah." So
It's doable. There
it's
is
doable.
You're absolutely right. There is technology that I could learn how to use and could aid me in this. A lot of it is my I wouldn't say I have social anxiety. That's going a little far.
Yeah.
But sometimes with the best example is entering into a thing that is like a well-oiled machine and having to jump in and know the way of it makes me anxious
how they do
sometimes.
things.
It's like if you go to a restaurant that everybody goes to that has like a counter service and there's a way to order and you go in not knowing anything and you get very I'm doing it wrong and I'm sorry, I'm just trying my best.
Yeah.
That's how I feel a lot of the time if I'm traveling, where I'm just I'm trying not to do it wrong.
My first time I got In-N-Out, the secret menu on In-N-Out,
yeah.
and so I was so excited. I learned about it.
You're
and
like,
went
I
in
know
there,
the secret.
I will have one animal style, please.
You give a big wink.
Yeah. And he goes, well, how do you want that? I go, fuck!
It's like,
God, what do you mean?
I didn't prep for this.
Double, singles. I'm like, oh, man, I learned this. I was so excited.
Yeah.
And that's in
exactly.
America.
Yeah.
But I get that too, where it's like,
that I get nervous of I'm doing this so wrong, and someone somewhere is in a corner going oh my God.
yeah. It gets easier the longer you've been there.
Yeah.
You ask a few people, how do you do this? And actually, that's kind of one of the benefits. You learn about how they do things a certain way.
Which is living, I believe they call it. That's life. That's
Yeah.
in a time when all I do is bitch about how much I hate I'm on my phone. It's well, go see the world. Go see the world. Bump into it. Learn from it.
And go, oh, wow, they do things differently here.
Right.
And you just kind of notice it.
Right.
It kind of shows you stuff about
Observe
your
the
own
way
culture.
that they live. Yeah, it makes you kind of look at your life different. Where you're oh, here it's a customary to. It's I don't know, the way different cultures deal with their elderly, and you're oh, that's so different than.
So my friend Rolf is a travel writer.
Yeah.
He speaks all the time and at schools and stuff. And he goes, I mean, almost every single time they've asked him if he's eaten dog. And he goes, it's just bound to come up. He's traveled forever into weird places.
Yeah.
And he's always like, you guys are going to fucking, and they're like, have you or not? And he goes, yes, I have. However, in the places that serve dog and don't think twice about it, they look at the way we treat our elderly at shockingly bad.
Yeah.
So let's not judge them because it goes both ways.
Right. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I was trying to. Thank you.
Katie, it took me 10 episodes of
Thank
blocking
you.
people's
You fixed
faces
it.
before I realized
I know.
myself. So
I know.
don't worry
I
about
appreciate
that.
it.
Yeah, there's that thing. That is that thing of am I doing this wrong? I don't
Yeah.
know. And then it could get you in trouble where you're like, this seems wrong, but I won't say anything. And then one time some guy tried to jerk me off in the back of a bus in
What,
Vietnam.
Ari? You can't.
And I thought he was just being too close.
We were going that way.
I thought he was just
I feel
too
like
close.
I'm following you, and then I go, "Whoa, my God, we're here! What are we doing here?"
Yeah, and I was like, okay, he's close. Maybe that's just closer than my culture would get. All right, I don't want to say anything.
Right. I don't want to be an American prude or something.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're completing
And
a
then, I was
hand.
right.
You're
I was
coming
right.
on your own belly, and you're like, "What am I
Not
doing?"
to completion. I stopped him.
Oh.
I stopped him, Katie.
That's like a bad haircut. I could see myself, if I had a dick in that situation, being like, I'm just gonna let him finish me, and then I'll deal with the repercussions of that therapy by
I
myself.
met Becky Owen at Plant Shed at the coffee shop.
Yeah.
And he was waiting for me, and I saw him in the back, and I walked by him, but I brushed by him with my leg into the bathroom,
Great.
and then he didn't look up, and then I brushed by him again. He was like, and then I was like, oh, it's
Great.
you. He was like, I was so ready to fight.
Yeah.
He goes, the first time I thought was an accident, and the second time I was like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, those cultural things are that's a bit of anxiety, and then you learn it,
Yeah.
and this is how they do things here, and it's kind of fun. And then you're like, I think I want to start doing that myself.
That is cool. Yeah. Where you learn from that and adapt. Take a little bit from everybody. That's
and
that's
some
our
stuff
culture.
that's lame, That's a dumb way to do things.
Yeah, you suck. I'll observe that you do it while we're here, but once I leave, I will not be taking this with me. Yep.
In China and a lot of places, they have all these like, I call them districts. So they're like, every store is a shoe store for 3 straight blocks.
Huh.
And then every store in another district.
We do that a little bit here, but not as probably
not
exactly.
as much. And I want to tell them like, hey, you'll make a lot more money if you're the only shoe store.
Yeah, what if you're the flower store next to the shoe store instead of being the flower store among a sea of flower stores?
Oh, while I'm getting shoes, I'll make sure to get flowers.
But there's got to be a reason.
There's got to be.
Delivery, maybe ease of the truck only has to go to one. Just spitballing, I don't know. That could be it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It
still bothers me. Ecuador, they do that too. They do it in a lot of places. These little
China,
districts.
if you're listening, and why would you be after what we said before?
They are the worst tourists. I'll stand by until I die.
Fix it.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing fine.
Just fine.
Yeah.
China.
Learning about
check
culture.
next to language. You can just check that little.
Yeah, we checked. Because how do you feel? Well, how do you feel about the answer?
I think I didn't know Google Translate was at the point where it was speaking out loud and also speaking out loud for them. So I think that sounds like it solves my problem.
Yeah. So when you get stuck in a place where you're like, oh shit, this guy really doesn't know English at all.
Right.
There it is.
Okay.
Learning about culture. Should we do that next?
Yeah. I feel like we got it a little bit in there.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people go travel and go, well, you met all these people, but you didn't learn anything about the culture. I think I don't think that's why you're even going, is to talk to locals and learn about the culture. I think you're going to like Jamaica to go to a beach.
Yeah.
And you're going to Paris to eat fine restaurants. You don't have to know about their food habits or about like how they vacation or something like that. You can get it, but that's actually not the reason you're going. And I want to meet like other travelers.
Right. Like, this like Dutch guy who's in my hostel, and then I feel like Eat, Pray, Love ruined a generation of people traveling because it made you feel like you would have this unique, where you'd bump into a family who would then do this and then and you're just like, it's not really that. It's sort of just what it is. It's sort of.
You sightsee.
Right.
But some of those sightsees are pretty fucking cool.
And then sometimes you're just like waiting in line with another crowd of people and you're like, it's not really even that cool of a thing.
Yeah.
I don't sightsee that much.
I mean, if you go to the Western Wall or the Louvre or the Berlin Wall.
I've traveled, I guess.
You went to the Louvre when you went to Paris.
Yeah. And I've been to the Western Wall.
The Burt Kreischer flip-flops. Take them somewhere fucking cool, man.
I'm going to go in and out of this stuff and ask you a little about your trips. Did you get laid in Australia?
No, but they are the social, the way they moved at bars was so different. Like I wasn't at my most confident. I wasn't really out there for that. It was mostly a chocolate based trip.
Katie, I got to think of a nickname.
But there was a guy that hit on me when we were leaving a club one night. And they warned us about this in like our orientation. They were like, Australian men will call you that night. Like they will reach out the night they get your number.
Refreshing or not?
It was a little, but then it was also like, go away.
Right.
I was just talking to you and I chose to leave.
I
didn't want to talk to you anymore. What are you doing? But no, I don't think I did not get laid. I did not get laid in Australia.
Okay. All right. Whatever. Did you make friends?
Yeah. Maybe some. Yeah, I have like a lifelong friend, Inez, who still lives in Australia. I don't actually know where specifically. The names of things when it's not the main cities are very funny.
What city were you in, or did you just travel?
I was in Sydney.
Okay.
I was in Sydney. I went up to Melbourne for like a day trip there.
Down to Melbourne.
That's what I meant.
Yep.
No, it's. Oh yeah, you're right.
It's okay.
But we went up here for something else.
Brisbane, Cairns.
No, it was like it was part of the Great Barrier Reef, but it was like not a big cool part.
Cairns.
Yeah, maybe. That sounds right. Cairns.
Yeah.
Like a Cairn Terrier.
You went on the Great Barrier Reef?
Yeah, but it was like pretty dead by the time I was there. So it wasn't bright pink. It was like a little gray. and I just kept thinking a fish was touching me, and I didn't like it. So I don't think I had like the best time.
That's a lifer thing, though.
Yeah, it
to
was.
go to the Great Barrier Reef.
It wasn't what I pictured it to be, and I think that's because you get what you pay for. And I don't think I was a college student, so I was just like going up to see it. I wasn't like training for it or anything.
Okay, I got one for later. Yeah.
Oh, also weed, drugs. Put drugs down.
What do you mean, finding them?
Yeah, finding them and not getting arrested or trafficked or having to seek out drugs when you know nobody. Being able to trust the drug that you get from a random person.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I can get to all these.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, for every reason there's to not go, it's like sure, but
Yeah.
I mean, is that a day-to-day problem?
Drugs, yes. Drugs, yes. I feel like I need to. If I'm on
Let's get to that.
vacation,
You want to find them.
I want to do drugs. I want
What
to
do you do?
smoke a little weed.
What do you do? What's your drugs?
Weed.
Just
Weed.
what about like if you're like, what about party drugs?
I've never done. I've never done ecstasy. MDMA, is that ecstasy? I've never done coke. All right, I stay home and play video games and watch sports and watch stand-up comedy. That's my life. I snuggle with my dog. I order food. I read books. I'm not
Do you dance?
I minored in dance in college.
Do you
I danced my whole life.
Club dance?
I would. Dan's not much of a dance. We're not like
No.
going out and shaking our hips.
Yeah.
But he will dance with me if I make him. Don't tell anybody I said that.
You want me to cut that out?
No, I just feel like I could see him being like, no, I don't.
It's a pretty good Dan. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, weed.
Yeah.
Let's
Why
do
were
that.
you going to say because I dance I should do ecstasy?
I mean, it's more fun.
The pitch to me that unsold me was
Molly,
they
yeah.
they were like you think you know what happy is until you've done this drug, and then and that's when I was like, I don't want to unlock a new level of happy because then I'll want that all the time because I'm depressed. So I will be constantly seeking that happiness.
Are you on anything?
I just stopped my antidepressant, but I have ADD, so I'm on generic Adderall,
I would next
which
time you
is
talk
coke, is it not? So it's kind of the
something.
same.
Next time you talk to your doctor, run by, just ask him like, "Hey, what am I on? What I'm on? Does that whatever negatively
Counteract.
with mushrooms,
Yeah.
MDMA, or cocaine? Not
Just
that I'm
to
doing
know-
it,
just
but
to
just
know.
whatever knows. Is this gonna be more dangerous or
good.
less, or will it just negate
Smart.
it?
That's just good advice, kids. Write
Yeah.
that down.
You can get weed at any hostel.
Okay.
You just have to go to a hostel. My brother, fuck it, did this when we were at a family trip to Costa Rica. I'm scared. I should be the weed guy.
Yeah.
And
How old were you in this?
It was 2017.
Okay.
Plenty old.
Plenty old.
Plenty old. Known as a weed guy.
Yeah.
At this point, it was embarrassing. Me and Rogan and Duncan once we were in a whatever trying to like roll a joint. And none of us could do it. And then Rogan's like, "Guys, if this got out that we
Yeah.
couldn't roll a joint, we'd be done."
What'd
Anyway,
you do? You guys just like put it in an apple, smoke it?
I think we found someone else. We found an usher. We're like, "Hey, can you do this for us?"
That's great.
But he was like, "I'll do it." My brother was like, "I'll do it." He went into a hostel and came out with weed.
Huh.
So there's that. Tom Rhodes' advice is just stay. There's a statue in a square in every town. Stand by the statue, and within an hour, probably much less, someone will offer you weed.
Huh.
No one's ever laced weed.
True.
There's never been a story of someone.
True. That's
So,
why. That's
it's the
part of
safest
it where
one
I'm
that
like,
way.
I recognize it. That's why I don't do weed in like the cartridges. I only do flat because I'm
Yeah.
like, I recognize it. I see it. I know what it
the
is.
worst is going to be is oregano.
Yeah.
And you're like, you motherfucker, and you
Like,
lost money.
Delicious though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
yeah,
didn't. Nothing bad's going to happen to
yeah.
you.
Right. Okay.
So that's how you
that
find
solves
it.
that, I guess.
Uh-huh. Also, my friend, I'm remembering this now, who works as a waiter, goes, ask any waiter, how do I get weed?
Good point.
And that's what me and my brother did in Eilat in Israel.
And it worked.
We asked a waiter, he goes, I know a guy I can call.
You
They
don't ever
definitely
worry
be offended.
you don't ever worry that someone's gonna go like, I'm a police officer. Bang.
Not waiters.
No, but I mean like standing by a statue.
Okay, so do a little research.
Okay.
I'm a bad traveler. Even though I travel a lot, I'm not great at it. I talk a big game and then I don't do what I actually say you should do.
Love that. I
Yeah.
love that kind of person.
So I was in Greece. I finished my last show of my European tour, and I was like, I'm going to walk home. It was 70 degrees out. And the guy's like, no, I'll drive you, the promoter. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. He goes, no, it's safer. I'm like, buddy, I travel a lot. I'm actually a big traveler. I know what I'm doing. And he goes, well, if you knew what you were doing, you know you're going to walk through the heroin district to get home. So he goes, let me drive you a half hour the other way, and then you'll be fine. But that's dumb what you're doing. He goes, I wouldn't walk there. So do
Love
a
that.
little
Shout out that
research.
guy. I
Yeah,
love
shout out
that.
that guy. He was right. Do a little research on how illegal it is.
Okay.
You know,
Because you don't want to be like, you know.
let's look at New York 7 years ago. If you got caught with weed by a cop, he would almost completely, white chick, say, you got to drop that. And that's the end of it.
Right.
China, maybe not. You know, do a touch of research.
Yeah. Okay.
And almost everywhere, it's either legal. Spain's legal now.
Really?
Yeah, Switzerland's legal.
Sick.
So, or it's like, it's not a big deal.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Solved.
Yeah, so you find weed that way. Anyway, you might pay too much, but who cares, right?
Yeah, at that point, it's
you're on
vacation. The money doesn't count the same.
Yeah.
It's like calories.
I would not advise taking weed with you to a country.
And that I wouldn't
Over a-
do
over
because
a-
that at any point
border.
could be, that's like, especially, I don't think it's how it works, but I think about all of the borders you'd cross and I'm like, they add those up. That's like a bunch of, I'm in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and that's where the dogs are, I think,
Yeah.
when you land from a foreign place.
Yeah. And I would just, crumple under any sort of pressure. As soon
Do you
as
have
I'm
any- No,
interrogated,
yes,
I'm just
yes,
like,
I'm sorry about
I'm
lying.
pissing my pants. No.
Yeah. So weed's gone? Maybe?
Yeah. We can figure that out.
Yeah. Ask a degenerate.
Weed's
Any
done.
degenerate.
Well, yeah, but it's different. I don't just walk up to a degenerate and
You know,
go
at
like,
the hotel when they're checking you in, if they seem normal.
Yeah.
Oh, also anyone who recognizes you, feel free to ask.
Yeah, okay. That's not going to happen to me as much, I don't think, Ari.
Yeah,
but
if you were
it
Dan,
could.
too.
Yeah, that's true. But
You know?
it's always they finance bros. That's not always,
Right.
but sometimes.
Get me weed finance, bro. Get me weed. Okay. Should we go on another one of these, or
Yeah,
can
sure.
we count that as a check?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Okay.
we figured out how to get weed in a foreign country.
Okay. Yeah, and it is fun. And sometimes it's so fucking strong.
Yeah, that is that you got to like take it slow. Look, I'm a baby. I smoke weed almost every day, but it's not like I'm
Really?
like smoking a ton of it.
Right.
I smoke like a very little bit of it. And then I go like,
You're happy.
that's it.
Yeah.
I just put my shoulders back and go, everything's fine actually for the next hour.
Yeah. Dude, I found some weed in Ecuador, and it was $30 for 30 grams,
Yeah.
which I don't understand how cheap that could be.
Yeah.
Took me like a week to find it because it was COVID, and everyone's like, don't come near me kind of time. Remember that?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, this must be the worst. It was like
Gas.
psychedelic.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I was like seeing like lines in the sky and stuff.
Sick.
It did me well.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thanks. Learning about culture. Did we get to that?
I think we kind of did.
We kind of did. I think. Reputation of Americans. That's like they all hate us. We have a bad reputation.
I think so.
The
I didn't
travelers
say that,
don't.
but they don't.
No. Here's what they see as Americans. These people come here and we charge them for a meal and they give us more than we charge them. It's nuts. We fucking love Americans. They see it's $100 and they'll just give us $120. I don't know what's wrong with them, but we
Yeah.
love them.
Okay.
They
Really?
love our music, our movies, and the travelers aren't the dipshits from the fucking,
Yeah.
that you see online or whatever. They're people who are like worldly enough to go out and do something fun.
Yeah.
So I just don't think that's the version of us. They hate our politics sometimes and our colonialism, Mm-hmm. But then also anybody who's going to be like, oh, you guys do this. And like, give me
I'm not
2
the
minutes to see
president.
what your country's done wrong.
Yeah. Also,
and
I'm
then
not.
like,
Yeah.
what
I don't
about
even
this?
know of you.
Yeah. What about that? Yeah. Or you just go, we're number one.
Yeah, that works. I think that counteracts their thoughts of us.
Yeah. It's like we really don't have that reputation
Yeah.
because that's not who they come in contact with.
Okay.
Where would you want to go?
I
I can't believe we went to the Great Barrier Reef. That's really cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
I
That's
should have kept a
lifer shit.
journal. Yeah, and here's my thing, Ari. I like live in the moment, and then my memory of it is like gone. I use it up.
I feel that.
Experienced it. I could not tell you specifics about it, but you know what I can tell you?
What?
The capital of every single one of these.
No way.
Tuvalu is oh shit! I started in the hardest part. But
I mean,
Samoa is Apia. Vanuatu is Port Vila. Tonga, I think, is either. I know it. It's in there. It'll come to me.
What's the capital of Turkmenistan?
Turkmenistan is Ashgabat.
Where did you get this skill?
I studied them when I had to do Celebrity Jeopardy. I was just like, let me just learn all the countries and all their capitals.
Indonesia.
Jakarta.
Yeah, you know that
Yeah.
one. That's great. First of all, have you heard of?
Kiribati.
Tuvalu before?
Apparently, it's not Kiribati. Here's the thing: because I taught myself, I can't pronounce anything right. I just say it the way that I read it to teach it to myself. The capital of that one is Tarawa.
Wow.
Nauru or whatever. That's Yaren.
What?
Yeah.
These aren't even countries
Yeah,
people
they
have
are.
heard of.
Yes, these are. Well, yeah, you're right. They aren't. And I had never heard of them until recently. Papua New Guinea is it's Port Moresby. It says it right there, so that felt like cheating. But
Okay. Gabon.
okay, that is Libreville. Yeah, yeah, dude.
God damn.
Yeah, dude, I'm out here.
Oh my God. United States of America.
Ooh, L.A.
Do you know Greenland?
Not a country. It's Denmark. So the
Denmark.
capital of Denmark is what? Is that Copenhagen? Which
Looks like it. There's a star there.
or is that Sweden? I get the
No, Sweden.
Stockholm is Sweden.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have that if you ever need it. I don't know
Wow,
what
what
I
a
could need it
what a party
for.
skill.
It's been fun. I
That's
feel like
a
I
great
needed
party
to,
skill.
I used to not know where anything was. Now I could, if you took all the names off of the. You
could
need to
say, like,
leave the
this-
lines, but if you took the names off of Africa, I could tell you every.
Chad?
The capital of Chad
Yeah.
is N'Djamena. I don't know if that's how you say it. I don't know if that's how you say
crazy.
it. Yeah.
What about we're going to skip that one. What about Sudan?
Sudan is Khartoum.
Wow. This is nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What do you just sit there and study all day? Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah, I just learned them. I felt like I should know. What happened was I was afraid they were going to ask me a question about a country or a city, and I would name a country. Like if they ask, like, in what city, and I would say a country, and people would be like, that's so dumb. So first I was like, I'll study all the countries. I'll make sure I know the name of every country. And then I was like, well, while I'm doing that, I might as well know where they go. And then once I knew where they were, then I was like, I should probably know at least the capital.
I had Monroe Martin on this podcast. He went to Kenya, and we referred to the country as Nairobi for most of it.
That's
so
very
did he,
funny.
because I'm a Nairobi passport stamp,
That's
and,
very funny.
and people had to correct us and
Like,
go back
that's-
like, guys, fix the cover.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, and he went.
Yeah. So that's useless, but a nice little diversion.
Okay, social anxiety, maybe.
Just like I feel like we also did this with learning about culture. It's
Right.
like I'm just worried of.
Oh, right. That's what the learning about culture was.
I know me, and I know if given the opportunity to just stay home, a lot of
Yeah.
the time I will. So I think I need a plan, but not too much of a plan that I'm now overwhelmed with trying to plan the perfect trip. I need to know how to strike the difference there in between those two, where it's like planned enough, but with room to move. But if I don't plan anything, I won't leave. I'll just like enjoy the hotel room.
Which is lame, and you know that's
So lame.
Yeah.
The worst possible way to travel.
Yeah. So how do we overcome that?
Plan.
Okay.
But like how much?
There's also something just to get you moving.
Yeah.
So it's either I'm going to go out and get coffee. I'm just going to go walk till I get coffee. Even when I moved to New York, I was like, I want ice cream. I'm going to bypass that till I find gelato. And just, it gets you learning the streets.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
that travel writer guy, he talks about psychogeography as a way to get you moving.
Yeah.
And different people look for different things. So you just kind of walk around, unless it's freezing cold, and like notice something. So he was doing it in Paris. He noticed that black cat that was everywhere that shot Negro or something like that.
I mean, that's black cat in French. So
Right? Le Chat. What is it? That's it. Le
Noir.
Chat Noir. Yeah, that thing. And he goes, I'm just going to go walk around, and every time I notice that, I'm going to go up to it and just take note of it. And it's going to get me moving around the city.
and what is it?
I don't know. An old book.
Okay.
But there's like
in its
posters.
heyday, it was
in
a
like,
bustling nightclub.
In what?
In its heyday, it was a bustling nightclub that was
Oh.
part artist salon, part rowdy music hall. That sounds right up my alley. In the
you're
in
a
the
big
late
artist salon
18s.
person.
Yeah, I love a rowdy music hall.
Music hall is such a great one. That sounds like you're toasting beers, but too hard.
Yes, exactly. Interesting.
Henry Rollins always goes to find like records. He's a huge record guy, so he's
Yeah.
like, I want to find records. So whenever he
That's
goes
just
anywhere,
cool. I don't think I
Yeah.
have a lot in common with Henry Rollins.
but like find some restaurants you want
do
to
you
eat
think
at.
he knows the capitals of every country?
Guaranteed not.
He might.
He might.
He might.
He is the kind of guy who might.
Yeah.
But anyway, something to get you moving. So some
Right.
activities, or just like coffee or food or anything. I don't know.
How much do you feel like you have to do what the thing of that place is?
Great question.
Thanks.
50-50.
Okay.
If it's something I can't try anywhere, I'm like, I gotta try it at least once.
Like you're thinking like food wise.
Yeah, I'll get a waffle in Belgium.
Right, of course. So good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like you got to get a Guinness in Ireland. I'm like, I've had Guinness.
It's like kind of, but
Isn't it the same?
They're going to be really particular about it, and it's just a beer to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, how much is the one thing? So like, not how much costs. I'm like, how big is their big thing? So like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, Let me think of one. If you're in New York, you gotta get a slice of pizza, right? You kind of
course.
have to, unless you're here for an hour. You
It
kind of
would
have
be,
to.
in fact, it would be hard not to.
Yeah.
I feel like,
But you don't have to get pizza and a bagel,
Right.
And a beer at McSorley's, and you don't have to do all those.
But you could.
You could. So if there's something massive like the Western Wall in Jerusalem,
Mm.
where like this is kind of like such a unique, interesting
And we're all the way
thing.
out here. Gotta
Yeah.
go see.
I have a don't be an asshole rule. Like if you're that close,
Just go.
you're not even gonna see the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Are you nuts?
Yeah.
You know, you don't
You're
have
right
to.
there.
Yeah, you don't have to visit the fucking Doors guy's grave in Paris.
Right. And you
But
don't
you
have to
gotta
like
see the
take
Eiffel
the Eiffel
Tower.
Tower tour. You don't have to go
Right.
up into the Eiffel, but like make it part of your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're an hour or 20 minutes in the Grand Canyon, like head over there, bro. Don't
Right.
be a fucking.
Don't be
dickwad.
silly. It's right there.
Yeah, but wait, why did we bring that up? Oh, you asked me how much do I feel like I have to do?
Yeah.
the
How
thing?
much do you feel like when you're near it, you have to go do it? It
A
depends
little
on
bit,
what
but
it
then
is.
the authentic thing is not like the actual experience.
Yeah.
So like we're New Yorkers, we don't get pizza every day.
Right.
What we do is go to cool bars.
Yeah, and talk
hang
about
with
cool
friends.
stuff. And
Yeah,
like
be
kiss
in
cool people
apartments.
on the mouth. Yeah, it's-
Yeah, but
what
I
we
don't
do.
know.
Yeah.
It's like get drunk and barf on the street. That's the real New York experience.
yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
like in Italy. It's like you go to the Spanish Steps, but mostly because you're going to go have a bottle of wine and hang out, and that's where people gather.
Yeah.
So it's
And
like,
also, is that the fun thing to do? Like,
Right.
let's have fun in a place.
Yeah.
When I was in Austria, my friend who's Austrian, she was like, hey, we're going to go by the river. We're going to get burritos at this new cool place. Get the burritos and go by the river and like drink beers. I'm like, a burrito? What a waste. And it's like, well, that's what we're all doing.
right,
It's the hip place.
right.
So it's like, oh, that's like authentic. It's not traditional. It's not like, some like
It's not what you travel out there to
flash
do.
fried chicken with like breading.
Sure.
But like, if they're all doing it, then this is a fun time in Austria.
Yeah. Yeah. How was an Austrian burrito?
Fine.
Fine.
Better than New York, actually.
I mean, a burrito really can be, and that's not obviously how it should be, but really anything you roll up into a tortilla.
It really is.
Really
That's
could
how you do
be.
fusion burritos.
Right. It's just like roll it up in there, and we're calling it a burrito. It's
Yeah.
an honor.
You were in Paris.
Yeah, I went to Paris. Is the most I ever spent on a vacation, and it was just for me. It was like on a whim. I've
Yeah.
been thinking about going on a vacation. I was single and like
No. Say it, the whole thing.
I will.
Okay, okay.
I was on one of the apps. I started like seeing this
Uber?
guy, a musician, that I was like, oh, this is totally gonna, and it wasn't. If I'd been paying attention to my own life, I would have been like, this is very stupid. But I was clearly just like, had been in a relationship for a long time and was like first free or whatever.
You were just banging?
We didn't even bang. We got close, but it's, sometimes you get your period at a really inconvenient time. So anyway, whatever. I went to do something that I thought I was going to like see him at, and he just like straight up ghosted me in a way that made me go like, fuck, what am I doing? I was like, why am I here? This is pathetic. And so I was like,
at a place. Live
yeah.
ghosting?
It was like a thing. He had a show that I don't remember the details of it. It wasn't good. It was like, if I had been more honest with myself, it had been past he had clearly made it clear like he wasn't interested. And I was so like, yeah, this is sick. And so I kind of had this like come to Jesus moment with myself. My friend Andrea came and met me at a bar, and we were going to have dinner, and then I was going to go to this show. And then it like didn't happen. And I was just sitting there waiting. And then I was like, what am I doing? And my friend was like, you got to like go on a vacation for yourself. And I was like, great. And I have a friend who had just moved to Paris maybe like a year or two before. And I was like, hey, I'm going to, you know how I always say I'm going to come visit? I was like, I'm going to come visit. And I booked the most expensive suite at the most expensive hotel that had a little balcony that opened up to like the Eiffel Tower. It was like in my hotel room. It was a 2-floor room that had like somebody brought my bag. They insisted on bringing my bags up because I wouldn't have been able to get it up the staircase in the room. It was amazing. I like just bled money for a week in Paris. And then I moved over to like the hotel room that's at like the Versailles. It was sick. It was sick. I spent so much money. It was irresponsible. I sat outside my window one of the nights and smoked like a full pack of cigarettes just by myself drinking white wine. It was crazy.
That's very cool.
It was, yeah. But
You must have known you were cool while you were doing that.
It felt sadder.
At the balcony with facing the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah.
And just drinking like a little mini coffees and like...
Yeah.
And smoke it. Did you roll them or did you buy them?
I bought them. It
I went to Barstool and I was rolling cigarettes and Big Cat goes, you roll your own? I'm like, yeah, sometimes. And he goes, don't you find that like kind of try hard? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Have you met
yeah.
me?
Have you met me? I'm trying to be a problem. Wait, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, it was like the way that I was like, this is how rich people travel all the time. I'm gonna let myself do it once. I'm gonna get like it was fucking expensive. It was like thousands a night it was crazy.
Did you come back
Refreshed, awakened, yeah. I didn't even
Over
come
the guy?
close to fucking anybody. You would think that on a trip like that, you'd be like, let's go out and meet a French. I get very like, hi, no, sorry, no. When I'm just in a foreign, I'm not that cool. I'm not out here being like, yeah, and then I was just kind of going through it on my own. I went to the Louvre. I hung out with my friend Jennifer. She took me to a bunch
You
of
went in
different
the Louvre?
places. Yeah.
How was it?
It was nice. It's an art museum.
Yeah, I went on
sometimes
the
feel
wrong
like
day
I
and
don't-
then I couldn't get in the other day. It was too long.
I feel like I'm like not smart enough sometimes where I'm just like, I look at the art and I'm like, that's very nice.
Bro,
I
I'm the
don't
same
have
way.
some sort of like, I can't sit in this room for 40 minutes and
it
sometimes
all in.
art speaks to you, but sometimes I'm like, it'll speak to me better if I'm like at home researching about it and learning about it. I don't know. I love a museum, but I'm not sometimes I feel like I'm not good enough for them.
I hear you. You look at it like if there's a plaque, you could be like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
If there's no plaque, then you're like, what am I supposed to do now? I
Yeah,
like it.
I
And then
know.
like, I'm
It's
like, what's my
stressful.
responsibility now?
It's stressful.
I feel
And then
like
I'm
a
like,
fraud.
like, what am I? A fucking loser? Oh, I should just go home and fucking play video games. I'm where culture goes to die. And you're like, well, you're just a museum, you know?
Yeah.
But you go to these things because you're supposed to.
You're supposed to. That's one that's like, that's the big one.
Yeah.
You see the one little painting, whatever it's called? The one chick?
Isn't the Mona Lisa? Is that what
Yeah,
you're trying
yeah,
to?
the
I
one
don't
chick.
think I did. I think I would remember, and I don't think I did. I think the line was too long.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't travel out here to wait in line. It's not as, you know.
When I saw it was closed, but they go on Mondays, I think, and then they do special entries for high level people, and it was Brad and Angelina.
Oh.
And not Angelina, who's the
Nope.
crazy one. Jenny from the block.
Brad and. So you mean Ben Affleck
Yep.
and Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah, that is what I mean.
Not
Thank you.
even
That
the
is-
same.
Pretty much got it, to be
Yeah,
honest.
we got there,
Pretty
didn't we?
much got it.
You knew what I meant.
And we saw them walking on the square. And we're all
that's
like,
crazy.
whoa. And one of the friends from my class was right in his face taking pictures. And all the paparazzi like, bro, that's not how we do it. He goes, I'm not one of you.
Yeah, fair
I'm
enough.
getting this picture.
Right.
And that split them up, I think.
Damn, that was the thing.
Yeah, but
Not
they got
his
their
drinking.
own private tour to the Louvre.
That's crazy.
two
That's-
people.
That's cool. I mean, you could get that maybe.
Not to the Louvre.
I mean, they probably paid for it.
I can see how they cook the meat at Franklin's Barbecue. I get one of those, a 3-minute tour.
Which some could say is even better
Yeah, some could say
than
that.
the Louvre. Who wants to be alone with Mona Lisa?
Louvre, you can't even pronounce it.
Louvre. We're, like,
Louvre?
leaving a bunch
I
of
think
it
it's
off.
Louvre.
That is. Let's get that started.
Okay, you didn't have any romance there. By the way, I get that same shit where I'm like, I don't want to, like people, even if they do talk, which you
Yeah.
want to get into these things, right? You want to have this experience. And then
Oh,
they
I
do.
went
and you're
to
like,
France
I'm
and I
fine.
kissed a man, and then when a man gets too close to me, I go, "Is everything okay?"
Yeah.
Well, please, I don't want to. Please, I'm not interested. Please, I'm scared.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I'm a pussy. I don't know what your problem is.
I have the same
I'm
problem.
a huge baby. I'm like, oh, we couldn't have sex. I don't know you.
But it's not even the sex. I'm sure once you talked a lot at a bar or something, you probably could.
Yeah.
It's that first step.
I know. I don't know. I just was very, thank you. Okay, I'll just keep to myself.
Yeah, like I don't want to bother anybody.
No.
I was looking for weed. I had a girlfriend, and I was looking for weed, and I was in Barcelona. We were on the main drag, and I was like, "Fuck, how do we find weed?" And then some guy's like, "Want weed?" I was like, "No, I'm good." And then she was like, "We were looking for weed." I'm like, I know, I fucked up.
Panicked.
Somebody talk to me. I don't know how to do it.
I know. I would not have expected that from you. Fascinating.
I'm a bad traveler.
In my mind, you're just out here being like, I'm Ari, I do this. You're like negotiating threesomes at the hostel. It's my vision of you is that
Listen,
you're
guys,
just
I'm not
like,
going to be in this here. I'm just here to barter.
I'm just here. She's interested in you. Now I don't know if she's your type, but I think I could see it working. We'll shoot it like this. That's my vision of you traveling.
Yeah, I'm not that great at it.
Yeah.
It's
Good.
pretty fun to
That
be
makes me
back.
feel a little better. If you can do it, maybe so could I.
Yeah, yeah. Here's one: the predispositions about like what you're gonna get into and like the
Right.
things you're supposed to do. I think it holds everybody back. We're like, I'm supposed to do this and this and this there.
Right.
Instead, I should be more open to just like let it find me.
Yeah.
I'll discover things once I get there.
Yeah.
And then what I thought was the big thing there, I discovered later was like, no, there's this whole other thing that you can get into.
Like, I feel like, let's do an example.
Okay.
Japan.
Okay.
If we wanted to go to Japan,
I do.
once you're over there, you're like, well, we should also do like Seoul or like Manila. And you're like, well, I feel like once we're over there, we
Yeah.
should be doing, and then all of a sudden you're doing 2 days in each place.
Big mistake everybody makes.
Right.
Over planning.
Right.
You gotta leave room for discovering things and just for walking around and taking in the sights. And the sights meaning like they're homeless people
Literally
dressed a
life
certain way
happening.
here, or
Yeah.
like, oh, look at the people on the outside cafe.
Yeah.
They're all that guy's smoking next to a baby and it seems to be fine. You
They
know?
leave their babies outside and take their dogs into the bar. Yeah.
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 Me and Bobby Kelly were in Copenhagen for a festival, and then we were eating. We're like, "How's that baby outside?"
They're like, the cold is good for them.
Yeah, we're like, "Should we go get them?" The parents, they not know, and the guy's like, "What are you guys talking about?"
Somebody parked their baby outside.
Yeah, they're like, "What if somebody takes it?" And they're like, the guy's like, "Who would take a baby?" And you're like, "Oh, in my country."
Oh,
It's quite
it's quite profitable on the resale market.
Where
you
is
think-
calling you?
Well,
Oh, wait. Let's stay on this.
well, they're kind of related because
Okay.
Dan and I have talked about, he's interested in Japan.
Yeah, at this point, you should know I'm
What?
a little bit autistic. I want to make sure you're in focus.
Okay. It's what if I'm not? The whole time it hasn't been. We start over?
Yeah, we start over. You can repeat all that, right?
Yeah.
You are. What if what?
Dan has mentioned wanting to go to Japan.
Yeah.
I'll say language was my first biggest barrier. Second is we are not that cool. Dan and I don't dress in a way that Japan's going to go, that's great. They're going to look at us and go, what the fuck? T-shirt, jeans every day, you two? T-shirt, jeans, sneakers every day?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, if we go to Japan, we got to actually like try. We got to like, that's where we take our swings. No one can see us. We'll just take swings on fashion. See if this vibes with us. See if this vibes with us. Because don't you feel like Japan's like a cool looking place?
It's high on my list of places I should be going.
Have you been?
No.
You've never been. Oh, it feels like a place you would have gone.
Yeah, I know.
So then I won't ask you about Japan because you don't know shit.
Well, I really do want to
Respectfully.
go.
Yeah. What are you going to do when you go to Japan? What would
Tokyo,
you do?
obviously.
Right. Would you just do Japan on the trip?
Okay, so that's another thing people get into. It's the over planning, and so
Right.
they go. The first time I went to Australia, my dad was like, "Oh, you should go to New Zealand while you're there," and it's like, no, it's first of all, it's another like 3-hour
It's
flight.
not close.
Yeah,
It's not as
so-
close as they make it sound like.
Do a New Zealand trip another time.
Yeah.
They're always going to be like, oh, I'm going to Turkey. It's like, well, may as well go to Greece and Iraq while you're there. Well,
Right.
that's not a great example, but like,
No, probably not.
but like,
Gotta go to Kuwait.
gotta go to Kuwait. Your birthday game's so good, you
Capital,
gotta use it.
Kuwait City. Nice. One of the easy ones. It's a lot of those.
Capital
Panama.
Guatemala.
What? Guatemala is, Guatemala City. Yeah. Mexico City.
Oh yeah.
A lot of those.
Damn.
We appreciate those. Or like the capital of Singapore is Singapore.
Really?
The capital of
Oh, that's
Djibouti
the
is
city.
Djibouti. Yeah. It's like some of them are really
How many
easy like
city
that.
countries are there where the whole country is just one city?
So there's I don't think Andorra is. I think that's a big, but it's very small.
Okay.
Monaco
Monaco's just a city.
I think Vatican City.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know if San Marino is just a city or if it's bigger than that.
Okay.
Oh, now there's got to be more, and now my mind's just going to go
Singapore.
blank. But yeah, in Singapore. Yeah.
Right. That's the only one. That's the first one I knew.
Yeah. I think Djibouti's like small, but I don't think it's just one city.
I can't believe you knew what. I've never heard of it. Tuvalu.
Yeah. I don't even think I ever got to. One of those is Nuku'alofa, but I don't know which one is Tonga or Tuvalu.
Wait, what were we saying?
Oh,
yeah.
Funafuti. Sorry, the capital of Tuvalu is Funafuti. And the capital of Tonga is, I believe, Nuku'alofa.
If Tuvalu was the first one, I would have looked it up to check. You're the expert.
Thanks.
To be honest, I do know now what it is. Funafuti from the expert.
Yep. You heard it here first.
Tokyo seems like one of those cities to me that's like a unique, like all these overcrowded towns, and they're kind of the same everywhere except a few. New York, Paris, and like Tokyo, where it's like it seems completely different.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
feel like and maybe this is wrong, but I feel like waking up in it and existing in it is the best way to experience it. Of just like, where do I go now to get my coffee? What is the subway like? What is this like living a life like that?
You know what I really want to do there is
What?
I'll show a picture of the street crossing in Tokyo. You know, the one where like everybody crosses at the same time. Let's see the images. Do you know what I'm talking about or no?
No. Maybe?
It's this. It's a 4-way cross and everybody goes at once.
Damn.
Wait. That's cool. Sped up. It's actually pretty good. Wow.
Yeah,
I want
that's
to do
it?
that.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my God. And they're
like ants.
yeah, I really want to do that.
Okay, you want to cross the street? I think we can make that happen.
Okay. I want to do the thing where they push you onto the train with a stick.
What?
You don't know that one?
With a stick.
Let's see if we can find that.
Professional pushers shove passengers onto.
Yeah. Just cram them in.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, I want to do that. Look at them shoving them.
No. Nope.
They're all trying to get in.
No.
Look at this guy. So he's just there. Like, this is someone who's clearly not going to make it, right?
You'd think.
But how is he expecting to get in? The pushers.
Oh my God. This is wild.
Breathe less.
Hey, everybody. Be less.
That guy got in.
This is nuts. No way.
Oh my God.
Girl's wearing a skirt. I don't want to
He's
be
just shoving her in.
body parts.
How do you
This
get
is-
off?
No.
If you're like, excuse me, this is my stop.
Yeah, what does the whole river of people have to give? This is like a crowd crush nightmare.
She's like, fuck it. I'm out.
I'll walk.
Oh my God.
You want to do this, you're saying? Also, I
wanna
see
try
no
it once.
I don't see any sticks.
I don't see any sticks. You are correct. I thought they had a stick one. Oh my God. I thought they had where they
Well,
shove you on
thank
with a
you.
stick. Well, I might be wrong with that. Maybe a false memory.
That's okay. We
Yeah.
got to the bottom of it.
So I want to do those two things.
Okay.
DeRosa told me about like a video game city inside Tokyo.
That's sick.
It's a whole district for video games, and everybody plays them, and they have everything ever made to
Just-
to use.
Like in a cafe, like you just walk into a cafe and play up. You're like, I don't know. I'm just going to Google video game city.
Yeah.
Tokyo?
Here's a fun thing.
Yeah.
Just finding out about stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go video game city. I don't know. Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yep. Boom.
Akihabara is widely known as Tokyo's premier video game and otaku culture district. It's a vibrant area packed with, look at that, electronics stores, arcades, anime and manga shops,
I
themed
know what
cafes.
manga is.
It's like
Making
comic
it a
thick
must visit for
comic.
gamers. You.
Yeah.
An
Here's
anime
the thing, I'm less
enthusiast.
of a Japanese gamer. I feel like gaming and anime is more closely tied in Japan than it is in my life. But
What do you play?
I would
Call of
still,
Duty shit?
yeah, like dumb stuff.
What does that mean?
But retro gaming can visit the legendary Super Potato Store. Love
What is
that.
Classic games.
Classic.
Okay.
I love
Oh,
potato-
retro.
yeah.
Okay.
See, we could do this. This is great.
But that seems just kind of fun.
Yeah, it
Like the
does.
experience is like, I don't have to learn about your culture.
Right.
I'm not worried about
I mean, you are learning
yeah.
about the culture, kind of, but
It's
it's,
just like join in.
yeah, I like that. I would do that.
Okay. Yeah, Tokyo seems cool. And then I would probably go out of Tokyo and go
Like
like
Osaka.
yeah, maybe I've heard of that. Go to like some other places. There's hikes. There's
My
that
dad
big
was born in
Fiji.
Japan.
Really?
on an army base, military base.
What does that mean? Did the mom like sneak on there to give
No, I
birth there
think
so he'd be like
I
protected
think-
by the military?
I don't know. I just know he was born in Japan.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have his?
I don't think so.
No, okay, because it's the army base.
Yeah.
It's one of those like technically
It's like
America.
it is technically America, yeah.
Wow.
But I had a kimono when I was a baby.
Really?
That's all I know.
Okay.
As an attempt to connect with the culture of where my father was born.
So Japan. So you could go there with Dan.
Yeah. Yeah.
How would you get it done?
Get what done?
What would be the steps?
To planning my trip to Japan. Well, I'd Google Japan trip. That's where I'd start.
Okay.
And then I would try to find a nice hotel. Or I would maybe read about, this is, do you feel how much this hurts me to
Yeah.
have to
So
go through?
pause at the hotel. Would you get overwhelmed? Which I would. Of like, what if I don't get the right one? Mm-hmm. They're all the right one. It's like
that
college.
Can't be true.
They're all.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
college, where it's like, oh, I should have gone to this. You're gonna make friends no matter where you go, and you're gonna say, I'm so glad I chose this college. Everybody does that.
Did I do
Almost
that?
everybody.
Yeah, I don't know if I did that.
Yeah, your BU friends love that. The Hofstra friends love that.
Yeah.
You know, all my Maryland friends love that. The ones who went to other places, like, I'm glad I went here. It's like, it's college. It's fun.
Okay.
You know, what's the right comedy club if somebody comes to town and you go, you're just gonna have a good time regardless.
Yeah, I also, this is making me realize I have to weaponize Dan's part in this because when we were trying
gonna get
to
to that.
move into our apartment, I got very obsessed with, because we were getting all new furniture because we both just had old furniture. It was going to stay where it was. And I got obsessed with like, well, where do I start? The rug dictates the couch, dictates the whatever. And so it got to a point where I had this like entire document of every couch that was long enough for him to lay down on and had all of the specifications. And we went to see a couch and I was like, oh, I love this. And Dan was like, do you have this in this color that she likes? And they were like, yeah, I can show you what's over here. And then we finished sitting on it and I was like, okay, well, I got to update the spreadsheet now. And Dan just looked at the guy and was like, we're going to buy this couch. And I was like, I would never do that. I
know.
never take the step. I plan and I keep zooming in and zooming
Yeah.
in and zooming in. And then he finally goes, we have made, this is what you want. We're getting this.
Is it in the range of acceptable?
Right.
Dude, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
1,000 times I do the same thing, and
Yeah.
I have to have someone else come in and
Someone
be like,
has to go, it's this.
This is fine though, right?
Just get this.
It's gonna go away.
Because I'm like, well, once you start thinking about, oh, I only have so many times to travel in my life, is Japan even at the top of the list of the places I want to go in my... And then you're just like, Katie, you're exhausting. Just pick a fucking place and go to it.
I think any of the however many places that are calling you in any way are the right places. I don't have any interest in Moscow or Russia. Some people do, then it's right for them. But I have interest in like 30 other places. And
Right.
so it's the same thing. I'm like, what if it's like, where's it work out in time and where you are on the road?
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, find a hotel with decent reviews. Fine. If you have somebody who's been there, go like, any recommendations?
I was going to say I'd go to probably like Reddit and see people be like, went to Tokyo, here was what we did. And then, you know, not copy anybody, but just look at them and go like, oh, is this...
What is my vibe? What's not my
yeah,
vibe?
this sounds like something. Or someone will go like, oh, I tried that and I hated that. Or someone's like, I had a very different experience. I really loved that. I love looking up when I have a problem. I love looking up what people on Reddit have said they wish they knew about their experience before they had it, but they're writing it after they've had the experience. Because then I go, okay, they think they should have known that before. I'm in the before stage. I can learn from this.
When I went to Paris, I was so nervous. I wanted to find the right like cafes to sit and like roll cigarettes and drink
Yeah.
coffee. And I was like, I heard Reddit's making a huge resurgence because everyone's getting, not everyone, a lot of people are getting sick of AI telling them what they think they should do.
Yes.
And they kind of want to hear it from real people.
Yes. Which then you have to go like, hopefully Reddit stays real people. Would we even know if
Would
they
we
were all
even know?
replaced with AI at this point?
Are we all already just
all
ones and
getting
zeros?
cycled into this fucking...
Are we even real?
No.
We've been replaced decades ago.
Let's blink and be in Japan. That's what I'm saying. If this isn't real, why can't I blink and be in Japan?
Oh, do it.
Imagine if it did. And then we were like, what the fuck? Take me back.
Just people crossing the street in Japan.
We're in the
and
I'm just trying to go, Google Translate. Google Translate.
Get me out. Yeah. So that stuff, when I went, I was like, how do I find the right cafe? Like, how do I find the cafes?
Yes, you don't wanna do it
people on Reddit go,
wrong.
bro, you're overthinking it.
Right.
You will find a
cafe is
cafe.
a cafe is a cafe.
And there are
Yeah.
3 on every block, and I didn't realize that till I got there. And I'm like,
And every single one of them is full of people that you're like, you don't have a job? You just sit here all day and look at people?
I was like, I want to get an Airbnb near a cafe. And they were like, bro,
It's-
you will.
Right.
You're fine. Don't
Yeah.
just get an Airbnb.
Yeah, that's like, I want to book in New York. Well, I'll see a pigeon. And you're like, you just truly
Where can
drop a
we
pin.
guarantee pigeons?
Drop a fucking pin.
Yeah, so there's that. So, okay, so that's taken care of. You got to convince your man.
And figure out a time.
Figure out a time.
You guys and your
So how do you do it?
contracts with your tours.
Sure,
and
that's
shit.
the problem. What's the solution?
We'd have to plan it in advance. Now let me tell you truthfully what happens right now.
Okay.
My brain goes, well, while you're talking about planning, maybe you could plan that fucking wedding. And then I go, well, and then I'll do none of these things. And now I fall back down the stairs, and now I'm like, we're not going anywhere. We're not going on a trip until I plan my wedding. I was like, I'm not planning my wedding until I get a job. And then I planned the podcast, got a job.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, it's the order in which to do things always fucks me up.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, what if
I know.
if I go on this big planned trip and my family's like, hello, please get married before we all, before the world ends.
Yeah. I'm in the same thing right now. I got to get everything taken care of before I leave. And I'm like, I'll do one thing at a time. But sometimes but one thing includes 4 weeks of shipping.
Right.
To get something here. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I should have done that before. I should have
Right.
done that later.
And now I'm fucked.
And then
now
I
I can't
do
do
none
anything.
of it and I scroll Instagram.
It's so, Ari, it's so true and embarrassing. What an
Yeah.
embarrassing truth. Just sitting there. When you go, well, there's so much to do I couldn't possibly do. I guess I'll just watch TikTok.
And then
for
like
an
you
hour.
could have got them both done.
I know.
Okay, here's my advice on overcoming that. My promoter in Romania wanted to plan this trip to Thailand or whatever. Let's just say Thailand. It might have been.
Bucharest, right?
Yeah. Underrated town.
Really?
Yeah. All their. You know how Berlin is like electronic dance music is their underground scene. It's post punk in Bucharest.
Oh, cool.
So the same dingy, like dark, whatever, warehousey things.
Yeah.
They're doing like Susie Sue and the Banshees and like they're all dancing to that. It's pretty wild.
That's
and
kind of
like
sick.
the people there
Good
are
gymnastics, too.
nuts. Yeah, we all know the one.
Yeah.
What's the name? Mary Lou Retton?
Nadia Comaneci.
So anyway, he was like worried, when's the right time? Same sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, so are you going to go? And he goes, you know what I did? I just bought a plane ticket.
Yeah.
And then that made me figure it out. I bought it for 4 months from now. And if I'm 3 weeks out, it's actually coming.
Right.
I have to go. I'm going to waste the ticket. No one wants to do that.
That's not bad. It's really not bad.
Get the ticket and then just
Basically
put it on each
screw
of your
yourself
calendars.
into doing it. Yeah.
So like, hey, we can't book anything right now.
Right.
Because we're doing this Japan trip. Huh. And then like as it gets close, I mean, some stuff you can do
I kind
on
of
the
love
way
that.
to the
That
airport.
is like igniting a flame. And I'm feeling like, oh, okay. Because I'm always looking for ways to basically trick myself into doing the stuff I have to do. Because if I have to consciously do it,
Yeah.
that's where I struggle. That's where my brain goes like, well, and I can't possibly start until I do this and then I do this. But if I just can trick myself into like, well, look, now we're here. You're not going to throw away,
Yeah, well, you're not going to throw away the money.
Yeah, you got to.
You already used
have
it.
to go.
Yeah. That could work.
Yeah, that could be it.
You clear like, well, what week do we have off, and it's unlikely for something to come up majorly.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
that's the
never
week we're
know.
doing
You
it.
never know when something major's going to
But
come.
unlikely.
Yeah. And then my brain also just goes, well, what if instead of going so far away, what if we start small? We go on a weekend trip or like a middle of the week trip to somewhere not super far away, but somewhere that we can just go on a little jaunt, like a London type thing, and then
5,
pop
6 hours.
back over, like not go all, because Japan is like, how long's that flight?
You probably got to go this way, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've done this flight and that was like a day.
Fucking shit.
Crazy. And you have to fly to LA first, and then you take off from LA and go all the
And
way.
that's a forever flight.
Crazy.
I was going once from LA to Australia, and the first time I went, it was on a UFC free ticket, first class.
Damn.
Dana White came up to me,
What?
and he goes, "Do you know how much your ticket costs?"
What?
Because Rogan had it in his contract, he gets a free companion ticket when they were going to like Alabama. Was the
Yeah.
big exotic place.
Right.
He negotiated that. He goes, "Do you know how much your ticket costs?" I'm like, "I know. Give me half of it, bro. I'll sit and coach."
I know.
You don't think I desperately need 12 grand?
Right.
But it was nice.
I flew. That was the first flight I took where I wasn't in first class. It had a first class experience because they know you're on that flight for so long. That was the first flight where every chair. This was also partially the year, but every chair you were at had a TV with an unlimited, like on demand of anything. I just
early
remember being
on,
like,
too,
"This
that
is."
was
I was like, "This is
yeah.
crazy." I was like, "Everybody's sleeping. This is nuts. I'm gonna watch like the entire Summer Heights High season." Like this was
Summer Heights High
it
rules.
ruled. And then
And
now
on the way to
that's
Australia, what a perfect show to watch.
It was perfect. It was the best.
Maccabee. Yeah.
So maybe I go somewhere closer. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't dream so big. Maybe I don't take such a big chunk. Mogadishu
Second time I went to
this time of
Australia.
year.
Second time I went to Australia, I got my seat, and it was a guy who's Ralphie May's weight. I'm trying to think, who would you know that's this fat?
I know Ralphie May.
Left fur,
I know Ralphie May more than I know Lev Fur.
Okay, Ralphie May. And so he was sitting next to me, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I put my stuff, down, and then I went to the stewardess and I go, "Hey, no way, no fucking way for 13 hours.
What's he supposed to do?
He's not supposed to do anything.
They
but
need to
I
do
paid for a
something?
full ticket."
Okay.
And they go, "Sir, what do you mean?" And they walked over. They go, "We'll get you a new seat."
Well, that was nice of them.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not going to make a
do
big
feel
deal
like
of this in front of
their
them.
flight attendants must be better equipped to go, I'll take care of that.
It's 13 hours.
Because sitting that long on a flight to have to do anything uncomfortable.
Also, whose flight attendants I feel the worst for? LLs.
Why?
Because
Just
it's
'cause of
all
the
these
high
fucking pushy
business-
Jews
yeah,
going, give me another bag of chips. Give me that. Hey, can I get this? Can I walk into the
Yeah.
cockpit for a second? I just need something. Oh.
Can I get a little pair of those
can't
wings?
imagine.
Do you have any wings? Let me get some wings.
Can I get wings? Can I get a few more? I might need them for later.
I know other people. I got other kids. They're kids, I promise.
Yeah, where could you go that's not that far? All of these. What about Cuba? That's too rural. That's not going to happen for you.
Why is that? What's that? What do you mean?
It might be too rustic for you guys.
What does that mean? What's that mean?
For
What do you
Dan.
mean by that?
I mean for Dan.
Meaning what?
I don't know if he's ready to do that level of rustic,
Okay.
of not having luxuries, maybe power outages.
Damn, you called him a soft-handed baby just now.
I just don't know.
You
I
said he's
just
got no
don't
dirt
know.
under his fingernails.
I did kind of say that.
You did. You just called him veal. His feet have never touched the ground.
Dominican Republic.
I've been there.
Okay. You have.
I went there on like another one of those trips where I just grabbed a girlfriend and was like, "Let's go on a fucking vacation." And we got a cabana and we just lived
Where?
there in I don't know.
Hold on. What's the resort?
It was a resort. It was like 7 seas or seven winds, 7 sands.
Yeah. Google Maps. DR. I know this. I know what I should do. If I can get it before I type it
There's
in.
no chance we're talking about the same place. There were a million resorts that I thought.
It's a part of it. Punta Cana.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah.
it was Punta Cana. That
So
sounds
how
right.
was it?
It was great. It was
Yeah?
all we did was like read shitty beach reads and drink drinks, and it was all inclusive. So we went to all the different restaurants and
Oh, interesting.
yeah, it was like literally
not interesting is what I
one
mean.
of yes, it was one of those vacations where you go like, oh, you didn't see anything of the island. You enjoyed its ocean and its coast and its resort.
But Lewis convinced me on this where he goes to Jamaica and he just rents a villa and just like stays there, has a chef come in. And I'm like, but you didn't see in Jamaica. He goes, I'm not looking to. I'm looking to be at a beach, at a beautiful beach, and Rockaway's not cutting it.
Most of my vacationing has been like when it's been 2 years since I've like left my home type of, or I've been working and I go like away to somewhere. Like I've been to, what's the island that I think got really hit by a hurricane?
From Lost?
Turks and Caicos.
Uh-huh.
We
gotta go back.
I
First
went
of all,
there.
we gotta go back.
Gotta.
Yeah.
I went there for like a week and just like got hammered on the beach and like took a break, turned my phone off, took a fucking break. That's like and that to me is what resorts are good for. But I don't want to go do that in like a
Right.
place you're traveling to. It's like I'm trying to just go to a beach in those situations.
I got it.
What?
Mexico City.
Okay.
Have you been?
No,
If not for comedy, top 5 country cities I would move to.
but no comedy. Dead comedy scene.
It's not for me there. There's like a lively one, but like
And Mexico's
Latino.
not mad at us in any way. They don't resent us in any way.
Why would they?
I don't know, for just the way we're kind of,
Treating the people that left Mexico?
the way we, well, yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's not the ones.
Just think, I meant more like the rhetoric in general, how we speak about it as a country isn't currently.
It's not us.
doesn't
It's
feel,
so me and Bobby were in Cuba.
Yeah.
And one guy, not all of them, it didn't come up at all. One guy goes, "Hey, I don't blame you." And I was like,
oh,
for the first, I was like, "Why would you?"
Oh.
Right, because
That's
Kennedy crippled your fucking economy and
you
no
go-
one reversed it.
yeah, oh, fair, yeah. You go, I'm Canadian, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
I brought Canadian money.
What's crazy
I
is that
brought
I'm
money to
Canadian,
exchange.
so
That's so crazy. I get what you're saying because I'm from Winnipeg.
yeah,
a city you won't
I'm
know
looking
enough to
down.
quiz me
you
on.
guys are looking up. I'm looking down. So it's you wouldn't ask a follow up if I say I'm from
Boy, I tell
Regina.
you, they don't talk like about in Saskatoon either. What about Mexico City? It's so fun.
Okay.
The food is amazing.
Okay.
It's gentrified and safe in lots of parts of it.
What
There's also
what
the
gives
art
me
scene
that I
is
need
crazy.
it gentrified and safe?
Well, because the fear of Mexico is people go is like Tijuana.
Oh, I don't. They do? Everybody thinks Tijuana's happening all over Mexico?
That's the problem with Americans.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
That would be a pretty wild, dumb thing to think, don't you?
Yeah,
But we
they
do.
view their countries as one thing
Yeah. Oh, yikes.
instead of like there's different regions.
Contain multitudes.
Yeah, but people always go like, isn't Brazil dangerous? You're like,
Right.
what do you mean? Where do you mean?
Right.
Isn't America
Anywhere can be
dangerous?
dangerous if you're trying hard enough.
Yeah. So what about Mexico City? That's a quick one. You can direct flight for sure.
What do you do when you're there? Ruins?
You could do that. Walk around, get amazing
Ruins.
food. One taco and move, one taco and move, one taco and move.
Ooh, a taco crawl?
Definitely. Yes, they have them mapped out, by the
Sick.
way. You
Very
can map
cool.
out your own. I know people that can map out a taco crawl for you.
Sick. Bespoke. I like that.
Frida Kahlo's house was awesome. Mm-hmm. Norman's been there. You can get advice from him on what to do. I've been there. You can get advice from me. Like the musts, this shit, Lucha Libre. So
I mean, Dan
fucking
would
fun.
lose his
Dan
mind.
would love
Dan would
it.
lose his mind.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
It's
that
the
would be
roots
sick.
of what he's into.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Drink shitty beer.
Well, you can't do that.
You.
I will.
Yeah.
And then he can carry me back to the hotel.
Absolutely. You're so light. It works both ways.
I'm so tiny. Put me in your
Yeah.
pocket.
There's no more Big Katie. She's gone. She left.
That's the nickname you
She
came
left-
up
she
with,
left
Big
her-
Katie?
There's another one.
You could have
I'm
had
trying to
it.
think of like Nolan rhymes with bowling ball. That's just not there. There's something. It wasn't coming to me.
Yeah.
I wish I was
180
smart
Katie.
like Norman. What?
I said 180 Katie.
180 Katie. You corrected me once when I was doing a Mount Rushmore of weed. Remember that?
No.
I was doing a weed episode on my old podcast, and I said Soder's on the Mount Rushmore of weed, and I said he's on the Mount Weedshmore, and I was like, nah, it's not where. And you go Mount Cushmore.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh yeah.
Oh,
Mount
there it is.
Cushmore.
There it is. Well, it's not really a skill. You could argue it gets in the way of yours if you.
Bro, Mexico City would be an easy
How
one.
flight? What?
Let's check it.
6, 5,
I
8?
bet 6. You can get here, Ecuador in like 6.
Quito, capital of Ecuador.
Let's do kayak. Hold on. Where are we? Oh, over here. Okay. How long do you think? What are you guessing?
How long we would go for?
No. How long do you think the flight would be?
Oh, I'll say 7, 6.
Big money. 5 hours and 20 minutes.
That's nothing.
3 p.m. Land at 6:20. Be safely in your hotel. 9:40 a.m. Be there at 1. Don't worry about danger getting in at night.
Okay, that's not bad.
3:04
Nothing.
one way. So 600 probably round
And
trip.
he's got, Delta. He's got miles.
He's got
Plenty of
miles.
Okay.
You could do a show if you really wanted, like day 1 or last day, and make the whole thing tax deductible. Literally the whole trip.
If he does one,
If he does one
Show?
bar show, he didn't have to be a major show. If
even
he
though
makes
we're
$100
documenting us
there,
saying this right now, it's
Yeah.
still the
it's
reason
going for business.
Okay.
One bar show, $250 on that one. That's economy too. But like, yeah, the whole thing. That means the whole
What
thing is
airline
$230.
is that? Viva?
Oh, you don't know Viva?
We have a new airline?
I
What
don't
is
know.
this?
Yeah, right. I've never heard
It's
of
like when
it.
you see a new car company, you're like, from where? Where?
You're
how
doing
did you?
new cars now?
What do you mean you're a new car company?
Aeromexico, okay.
That one at least
operated by
makes sense.
Delta.
Maybe Viva is just like a Mexican, and that's why I
Delta's
don't
operated
know.
by Aeromexico. Yeah, maybe. Viva
Interesting.
Life.
Sure.
So how about something like that? That's not far,
That's not that, and it's not bad.
and that means you could go for you don't work a regular job. Neither does Dan.
Tuesday, Thursdays, I do a podcast, but I can literally do that from anywhere. It's 2 of my producers Zoom in, so I could Zoom in. It's like easily.
For what do you go? An hour and a half, 2 hours,
Yeah.
hour? Okay, yeah, you could do that from.
All I
find
need
an
is like
Airbnb.
reliable, good internet.
A lot of these Airbnbs now go list the 100
As they
megabytes a
should.
second, whatever.
As they should. I mean, that's doable.
Okay, possibility at minimum. So what do we got? Japan.
Is there
Mexico
a wrestling
City?
season, or is it happening all the
Every
time?
Thursday at the
Everywhere.
at the arena it's
Every
the one
Thursday.
place.
There's they don't ever stop.
It's so much fun. There's
That's awesome.
kids on shoulders screaming. There's
That's sick.
characters that they all know.
Crazy.
You can get these for like $10 outside.
Yeah,
The taco scene's nuts.
that could be really fun.
Yeah, and they have like Michelin restaurants for like $80 a meal.
Really?
Yeah,
Man.
Pujol, I think.
poo hole.
Yeah. Hold on, if I got this right.
The tough. Like Albert.
I'm going to leave that one there because we may get back to that. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. Poo Hole Restaurant. I definitely got it wrong, right? I did get it right. Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. Reservations ahead of time or wait list. But that's just one. There's also tons of everything. Oh,
I mean, we
went there.
can't
It
laugh
was
that
great.
that's poo, that's what that means in our language. That we can't laugh at poo hole.
Poo hole.
It's very funny.
It is.
It's like-
and you can
it's
when
like
you
you
go
gotta
there.
eat it,
You
butthole.
100% can.
Yeah.
Get some Cuban cigars if you want.
Yeah.
Mota. Get some mota. Some weed.
Oh, that's how you say weed?
Mm-hmm.
You write that down.
Yeah.
Mota.
Yeah. That's the universal language for weed. Yeah, that could be a cool one. Or UK or Lisbon or like there's a ton.
Or maybe like Sweden. That's kind of far, right?
It is. Dan's been to Stockholm.
Yep.
Episode about it still coming. Okay.
This is more progress than I've made.
This is more progress.
Now let's do my wedding. Now
Okay.
where?
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll get over here eventually.
Yeah. And you want to get back to Australia?
I
want
want to go visit my friend. She came and visited me in New York twice, and I haven't been
Yeah.
back to visit her because that flight is a nightmare to me.
You also can bank episodes. You do have. Oh, you can't really with sports.
It's tougher.
Yeah.
It's not as easy.
But also, then you could be like, it's like, you remember when Conan would go to like other cities?
Yeah.
So like, hey, I'm reporting on AFL this week. I'm going to do a hard hitting report on Aussie football. It's
You
just,
know me, hard hitting reports. Are
I
my
mean,
forte.
whatever. You make fun of it and go.
Yeah.
I saw a guy get knocked out during a halftime thing. They were doing like hard catches and they fucking hit his head and
Crazy.
this ball rolls away. And everyone's like, game's over. Damn. Game's over. Like the halftime game's over. But then like, yeah. So you could do some about Australian sports. Go for state of origin.
Okay.
The big
There was
rugby.
a Women's World Cup over there recently that I really wanted to go to.
Yeah,
that was gonna
make an
be my
excuse.
excuse,
Tax
but
deductible trip
it was too
also,
late. Yeah, I missed
for
it.
sure.
Yeah. There's a lot of places to go, and I will go to them.
Yeah, you do. You can work while you're gone.
Yeah.
You can Zoom in. You might have to wake up at 2 a.m.
Oh yeah, the time difference is a pain in the butt, but not if we go to Mexico. That won't
No,
be.
not if
That's
you go to Mexico.
That's not crazy.
Right? I mean, there's a bunch of them, but that's like doable.
I know.
So, but that seems like the same distance to London. Also cool, but
Yeah.
not as foreign.
Not as foreign. I love London. I think
London
it's
rules.
I think it's cool. I like the
What do you like
vibe.
about it?
Huh?
What do you like about it? What do you mean?
I don't know. I just know that when I went to Liverpool to watch a game,
Yeah.
we flew first
Let's
into
talk about
London,
six, baby.
and we had, yeah, exactly. We had a we like had to stay in London for like a night or whatever, and it was very quick, and it was like rainy and cold, but something about I just liked walking around. I like felt.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is cool. I like
the
it
rain's
here.
not like torrential.
Right. It just makes everything cooler in a gray way.
You feel like a spy in Prague.
Yeah.
in
I'm just like,
in the
oh,
Cold
something
War.
important's happening, and I'm a part of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't make any sense, but sometimes you just get a vibe with a city, and I liked London.
Yeah.
Food, I don't know. Maybe not
Food's
the
gr-
maybe
no,
not
food's
the
great.
maybe not the greatest.
No, British food's not great.
Right.
They have the best Indian food, the best Turkish food,
Right.
the best like
Yeah, they
like
steal
French
the
food.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're great at it.
Isn't their national? I think their national food is chicken tikka masala, which is hilarious. You're like, it's clearly not yours. That
It's
can't
so
be yours.
clearly not
It's,
yours. Alison Roman is rolling over in her fucking grave right now at that ability. To
I think
have
she's
that.
alive.
She
I
is.
do think Alison Roman is alive.
They just wrote her off for dead. It's not a stew, it's a curry, you bitch. Jesus, leave her
Okay,
alone.
all right.
It's just a recipe.
Can
Who
we eat
cares?
it? Let's try eating it.
Yeah, those are all fun places. Lisbon people have been to, they like. Norman's been there, I've not. It's wide open. And so now we're going to get back into the same thing of like, oh shit, there's too many choices.
There's too many choices.
Get a ticket.
Yeah, you just got to get it. You narrow it down, buy a ticket.
Yeah. So I like what you're saying. Start with somewhere that's not crazy to get to and won't take a lot of time. Because if you're going all the way to Japan, you're not going for 4 days.
Right.
That's retardo.
Right. You have to like go.
Yeah, 10, 12, 14.
Yeah.
So these could be long weekends. And also, well, you go Tuesday, Thursday. I mean, if you go on a Monday, if Dan does a show on a Saturday, or don't, but if you do, Dan does a show on a Saturday, to make it tax deductible. You report on a fucking soccer match to make it, and then you come back the next Wednesday if you want, or just any 4-day period. You've missed no work. Anyway, I'm more excited now than I was before. You've actually got some legit things.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is now planning and the roadblocks to that.
Yeah.
Which is choose a place, get a ticket, and commit.
Which forces you to have a deadline to hit to get the other
Yeah.
stuff.
Reddit for like advice.
Yeah. Don't worry about the hotel. Every hotel's fine.
Yeah. Also, any roadblock presents new like if it's raining horribly in Hawaii,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, it'll be like 10 years later. You're like, remember that time it rained all day and we learned how to play cribbage with those Germans? And
Yeah, I like that. Of
You
the,
know?
like, don't plan on or worry too much about what happens once you're there. It's not like
yeah.
we ruined our trip to. It's like only if you let it. You
Yeah.
have to let it give you a different experience, but you still have to experience it.
Yeah.
Like life doesn't stop in Hawaii when it rains. So what do they do? And then you do that, and then you. Yeah, I get that. I'm with that.
Okay. I'm hitting the check mark on planning.
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
I think so. You've helped me at least hack it a little bit.
Predispositions, I forgot what that even was.
I don't even know why you wrote that. I didn't tell you to write that.
You didn't tell me to write it.
It feels like you wrote that on your own. What about money? How do
you definitely need some.
How do you wait till you get to the airport? You do it at the exchange thing at the airport?
This is good for advice.
Yeah.
Hey guys, when you're writing the advice book, maybe put this in. Advice. I'm doing a travel. I ask everybody for travel advice.
Oh, okay.
At the end, and we're going to do a coffee table book.
Great.
I get some at the airport
Before you leave, or the airport when you arrive,
or when you arrive, before you get out those doors where the cab drivers are coming at you and you're so overwhelmed. I think I'm a lot like you.
Yeah.
I think I'm a lot like you with
Yeah.
this stuff, and I'm like, no,
It's too
I
much.
don't want to.
It's too
yeah,
much.
and I'm afraid. So you research how much should a cab into Centro cost.
Yep.
And so when they hit you with like 600, you're like, it's 30, not 600.
It's like I'm not dumb.
But if they go, it's 34, go, that's about what they
fine.
said.
Yeah.
Sure, let's take that. Always say, how much will it be before you get in the cab?
Yeah.
Or before you start going. So they have to
Smart.
stick to it.
Very smart.
So they don't hit you with something crazy once
Right.
you get there and it's too late to negotiate. But I get like a day's worth of money before those doors open at the airport.
Smart.
So either in New York or there, just take out. But also, last time I went to Australia, I didn't touch a single bill.
Really?
It was tap
'Cause
and go, tap
everything's
and go.
tap.
And almost everything is that now.
Huh.
But I still want to have some cash in case there's a taco stand and they go,
Right.
would you have some?
When you tap to pay,
Yeah.
and it asks if you want to pay in your countries
it
or
matters.
I feel like it does, but I don't
There's
know
an
which one's the
exchange.
right answer.
I don't know either.
I do not know the right answer.
Yeah.
Somebody does. I'll Google
There's
it.
an exchange, and I'm like, do I exchange before
Right.
or do I exchange after? I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Google it for fun.
I'll Google it for fun.
Yeah.
Just to see.
Be your best Jewish self. Get
Okay.
the answers to these questions.
Okay, I can do that. But just for a small anecdote, when Dan and I
Yeah.
went to
This is the type of thing for small anecdotes.
so a traveling one too.
You couldn't have picked a better place for this anecdote,
Dan
baby.
and I went to my parents have a timeshare somewhere in Mexico.
Yeah.
And we went down for one of those aforementioned vacations where you just like sit by the pool and drink apple soda, which I cannot believe America, we don't really do.
Apple soda.
Apple soda
We have
is
orange soda.
so good. Apple soda
Where
is
was
like
this?
underrated good. It was just in Mexico.
Okay.
And I think you can get it here. But my point being, it's not like our Sunkist, you know? It's like not popular, and it's crazy because it's so tasty. But anyway, we got off the flight and we were walking through the airport, and I had booked us a shuttle to go straight pick us up at the airport with our names and take us directly to the resort, just
Great.
to bypass any of the questions.
Yeah, sure.
Some guy comes up to Dan in the airport, a traveling man. Dan does travel. He doesn't, maybe not internationally a ton, but he travels constantly.
Every week. more or
And a
less.
guy comes up to us in the airport and said, taxi? And Dan's like, yes, we would like a taxi. And I looked at him and was like, huh? No, we don't. First of all, I booked it, and you know that. Second of all, when have you ever been and gone? Someone goes, when someone comes up to you at the airport,
You come
definitely
to JFK every time when they say taxi, like, beat it.
they're not driving a taxi. It's like, how are you?
And it's a bit overwhelming. So if you can book a taxi to your hotel or something, now you put your
easier.
stuff down.
Yeah.
Like, let's breathe for a 2nd. Let's go down to the lobby. Let's
Everybody
look out
pee,
a little bit.
do what you got to do. Yeah.
I'm not overwhelmed. My stuff
Right.
is down. And then you can ask the concierge, like, is it safe around here? And they'll tell you yes or no.
Yeah.
It's almost always yes.
Yeah.
And then, like, all right, let's go for a walk. And then we'll figure out something later. But, like, slow. I'm the same way. I need slow. I don't like to land at night where I feel more danger. But by day 2, the danger feels gone.
Yeah, I think I'm the same way. Once I'm in somewhere.
Oh, I'm so excited for you now.
I also just realized I have to renew my passport. It's about to go. And the problem is it's about to go and I don't have a real ID in New Jersey, which is where my license is. So it's where I need to get it
you will
renewed.
need one.
I know. And it's fully booked. I can't make an appointment for one anywhere.
For a real ID.
I'm like trying and I can't. And if I get my real ID, then I won't have an ID for when I need to renew my passport. And if I renew my passport, I won't have my passport able to get my real ID. I'm like really fucked.
fuck.
And I've just been putting this off.
Wait,
So
you
I'm-
need a real ID to get a passport?
I think I need to show my passport to confirm. Like one of the ways
Just
to
who
get a
you
real
are.
ID is like
You're not
you
gonna have your
can
birth
show your
certificate.
passport, you can show a bill, you can show a whatever. So I'm gonna have to. Them coming up at the same time is not.
That's one where you should like
I gotta do it
kind of tonight.
now. I
Just
know.
apply for a passport.
No, okay, Ari. Next thing.
Sticking out as like a tourist traveler.
I took a trip with my parents to Italy when I
Okay.
was in high school. The year that the Red Sox won the World Series, I actually
remember
was
that.
in Italy
remember
for
that
the Sox-Yankees series. That
don't
was the
remember.
greatest moment of any baseball
No,
fan's life.
it
I
was
didn't
3-1.
watch
It was
any
3-1.
of it live. It
No,
is
3-1
the
and
biggest regret
no,
of
Mariano came in. It was 3-1. I think that was
how it ended.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that's my last of my memory. Mariano came in. It was over.
Yeah, well, at least you have a memory of it, because mine are all just from the documentaries about it and rewatching it when I got home. My parents were like, my dad's like, they're down 3. They're never gonna come back.
3-1 and
We
Mariano's
don't have to
coming
watch
in. Even if they come back, we still got to win 2 more games.
But I went with my parents, and my dad, the whole trip, was the stereotypical backpack, the high socks with it's tied around him. He still got something taken from him. He like tried to do all the little tricks of like, wear your passport and blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And somebody still knifed
Sniped
one of his, knifed the bag of one of his, and let them. Like,
Let
Dad,
them.
how did you
Kudos.
not
You did
know-
that much work. Good
Exactly.
job.
How did you not feel that? A
Yeah.
man took a knife to your backpack. But every time
Mosquitoes here out of control.
every time I look at like a picture of him from that trip, I'm like, he's my dad and I love him. I'm like, oh, my dad.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, my God, we are the like,
Yeah.
American.
Katie, we're exactly the same. I feel this legitimately. It bothers me to be the one who sticks out.
Yeah.
2 stories for you.
Okay.
One, I asked H. Foley. You know him?
Yep.
Okay.
Shout out.
Shout out H. Foley. He went to Paris, and I was going. So I asked for a couple restaurant tips or whatever. And I'm like, did you learn French? He goes, no, 0. I'm like, weren't you worried about being the loud American? You know, the guy like, and he goes, no. I didn't even think twice about that. I was like, Garcon, I'll have 1 more of these. This is amazing. He felt no shame.
Yeah.
Didn't even think he should have. And
they
he had a
probably loved
blast.
that. Yeah.
They
Yeah,
said
yeah.
everyone treated him great
Yeah.
because he's so cuddly.
Yeah.
And they tuned into it and he was
Just
having a blast.
earnestly and that probably is also my dad. My dad probably had the best trip of his life.
Yeah.
He's on all the videos just narrating, here we are down at St. Mark's Square. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, he's having the time of his life.
Yeah.
He doesn't care what they think at all.
My friend Derek, I was in Myanmar and he was afraid. He wanted to take photographs and he was afraid of sticking out.
Naypyidaw. Does that sound right? That's what I think
Myanmar?
is the capital of Myanmar. I don't know how to say it out loud, but it's spelled like Naypyidaw. Damn, your computer shut off on us. That's how long we've been talking.
I know I got to get out of this studio because it's everything's breaking. Like legitimately, everything's breaking. I don't have it here. Damn, thought I had his picture he took. So he loved taking photographs.
Okay.
And he was afraid of sticking out as a tourist if he had this
course.
big fucking, with the long lens cameras.
Yes.
And he goes, I'm gonna stick out. Everyone's gonna say I'm a tourist. And his buddy goes, you're a 6'2" white guy. Do you think the camera's what's giving you away?
That's so true. And that's Dan.
In
Dan's
Burma.
a big,
Yeah.
yeah.
So just like, it's okay. You're a tourist. They have tourists.
You
in
are
there.
what you are. Yeah.
You're not actually ruining anything. You're a tourist. You're not embedded. You're not breaking into some place. They're like, yeah, we have restaurants for them and
Right.
hotels for tourists.
And that's helpful for our economy when you
100%.
are a tourist. Yeah, yeah.
So like, just be the tourist, but don't get a propeller hat. You know.
Unless it's speaking to you, unless that's what
Absolutely.
unless that's what their local culture is
Yeah.
into.
I struggle with the same thing, but it's
I don't
dumb.
think you know the meaning of the word struggle, because I feel like you just power through it. You've done quite a bit of traveling.
Yeah.
I clearly struggle with it. It is,
Oh right.
I think you feel it,
I feel it.
but I don't think you struggle with it.
Yeah, when I got to Paris, I literally didn't open my mouth for 2 days. I got so hungry because I was like, I'm afraid of looking like an American.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't be like, you know, whatever I learned, and they're going to see through it. And I was like, and I got I was like, well, I got to get, the Airbnb left me like some cheese.
And once you ate through
that.
it,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
like, now I have
gotta.
to. Yeah. Yeah.
And it just wasn't a problem.
Yeah. And
But
if
it
it was
held me back.
awkward, it was awkward for 30 seconds and you got past it and you
Yeah.
lived your life.
Katie, I think you're in a way better place now to go do this.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I think I am too. It's still possible I go home and don't do anything about it, but I feel a lot more like I'm going to do something about it than I did before I got here. And isn't that sort of the whole point of You Be Trippin'? Don't I be trippin'?
Go get high with your buddy, with your man.
My buddy
Yeah.
is brutal.
And
He's
just go.
I'm going to tell him that you called him that.
And I'll deny it. There's no record of it.
Go get high with your pal that you live with.
And
your
as you get
cute
high,
dog.
go, let's talk about a place.
Yeah.
The close ones, I would say, unless it's Japan. And go, let's just pick a date right now. And then just go, like, let's get a ticket right now, too.
Today.
Yeah, why not?
Maybe the only why not is my passport. I think I should do my passport first.
This is going to be 6-8 months out from now, right?
I hope so.
I mean, you're not going right. You got to clear the schedule, so it's not that.
Yeah. Okay.
So 6 months out from now,
Okay.
you'll have your passport in a month.
I also think he's starting a tour soon.
So okay, so like, let's see your schedule. When's your tour over?
Yeah.
2 weeks after that.
Okay.
Let's 3 weeks after that. A month. Well, what if I'm still tired? Great. A month and a half after that. Let's just pick a date. It doesn't really matter.
Stop yelling at me.
Yeah. I'm
Stop screaming at me, Ari. I'm
Fair.
trying my best. Okay, I'm very scared.
okay. So then this is what I usually tell people at the end of these episodes, which is 2 questions we ask. If you have travel advice or tips of any kind, get a hotel that overlooks the Eiffel Tower.
Do it
travel
one
light,
time.
Yeah.
One time, if you've come
Spend
into
too
money
much.
in a way that you have it. I know everybody's situation is different. I was very lucky. I had money. I never spend my money. I spent it on myself. But like, treat yourself in whatever that means to you. I would absolutely do that. But
Treat yourself. Yeah. Okay. What?
you should journal. Don't make journaling feel like it has to be that you've got to write some profound thought. Just literally jot down what you did that day and like the times that brought you the most joy, so that in moments like this, when you go, I really don't remember my trip, you have a document of like, oh, that's right, that first day, they lost our bags. And so we had to go eat at that cafe. And while we were there, we tried for the very first time, this type of bread that I had never heard of.
Yeah.
And then that way you know what you did and you can reflect on the trip. I always build it up in my mind like I'm gonna write. I'm not feeling creative. It's like nobody gives a shit. Just literally write down what you did today.
Yeah, that they call it bed to breakfast or breakfast to bed journaling.
Yeah,
It's
I've never
you're
heard of
not-
that, but
you're
that's-
not trying to like get anything profound down.
You're just
like,
documenting
what
the day.
And then if I have a story about somewhere and I go back and look, and I'm like, oh wait, that guy, I forgot that guy was even there.
Yeah.
Or like, oh yeah, we did go to that one restaurant.
Right.
Oh yeah, it just brings it all back because
Yeah.
you wrote it down, and it's 10 minutes every morning. And I've not done it a lot more than I've done it.
It
but
sucks
when
when I leave the trip and I go, why didn't I take the time?
Yeah.
And I keep going, oh, I'll remember. You always tell yourself this lie. It's like when you have a dream,
Yeah.
and you wake up with the instinct to jot it down, and you go, I'll remember.
I'll remember,
And then the next
fuck off.
day, you're like, I'm not.
You
I
have
don't
30
remember.
seconds to start
I
getting it
have
down.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know why we don't. What are you doing with that?
Journal. We're gonna open them up.
Are they
180.
from Australia or did you buy them here? Because they're not as good if they're from here. I got to be honest. I hate to be the book is better
No, they're
than the
from
movie.
Australia.
Okay.
Yeah. 12/12/2024. No, I was there.
2024. These are expired from a year ago.
Well,
What
your
year
mom's
is it?
expired. I don't hold that against her.
Damn.
Rest in
that's
peace.
Pretty fucked up. Have you ever
What?
done a Tim Tam Slam? Are you familiar with that?
so good.
Is it?
Oh, it brings
Oh,
you back.
God, this is gonna I might relapse.
Oh. This is the last podcast I'm doing in the studio.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't say no. That's why I was like, we'll figure it out. We'll talk about something. Because I was like, this is like a chapter in Ari's life.
Yeah. I'm sad to leave it, but
Have you ever done a Tim Tam Slam? Do you know what that is?
yeah.
Okay. Never mind that.
Tell him.
You bite both ends of the Tim Tam and then you put it in your coffee and you basically use it as a straw. And it like melts the cookie in a way that's just like,
Unbelievable.
what is this?
And you get caught with the chocolate flavor come in.
So good.
Yeah.
I thought don't mess with the Zohan, because now I'm thinking of Zoran.
Yeah.
Don't mess with the Zohan in Australia. That was.
You saw it there.
Yep, I went and saw that movie in a theater.
You know what's cool? When you do something like that, see a movie somewhere, you will always associate that place with that movie.
Even though they have nothing to do with each other. Sex and the City movie too, I think.
You saw there?
Were those around the same time?
I saw Groundhog Day in Israel,
Yeah.
but they didn't have Groundhog Day, the actual day.
Oh, yeah. So what do they call it?
I'll see you again tomorrow.
Oh, my God. That's so funny.
Yeah.
And tomorrow again.
It was something like that.
Huh.
The other question is like, where do you want to go? What's calling you? I feel like we kind of got to it, but what would you settle on? Of like, Japan seems high.
I also like, I've always wanted to go to Greece.
Ooh, yeah.
I love the Mediterranean. I've been to Italy. I've been to Israel. I've not been to Greece. I feel like I'd like to go there. I also feel like that place is like, if you don't watch out, it's like tourist trap central.
Okay.
Where you're like spending all this money to wait in a line to eat a meal that you're like, this is silly.
Yeah. I felt the same way. We're like Katelyn.
Yeah. Crazy.
But I found out that we have something that most people don't have. A legitimate high-level Greek expert that will give us advice.
Stavros.
Stavros.
That's absolutely true.
Was my tour guide. Told
Yeah.
me everything I needed to know.
Does he hate doing that, or is that easy for him? Yeah.
Because he was like, I can't believe I can share this about different islands. The
Yeah.
less known island. What
Yeah.
are you looking for?
so
Oh, well, then don't do that. Do this.
Shit, that's so true.
Yeah, he was so helpful. I had Ian Lara for Dominican Republic, and I had Stav for Greece. And it was like,
That's
I couldn't
nice.
have done it without either of them.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like a European something I've meant to do, you know? Maybe like Germany, a Switzerland, something. You know, I don't feel myself pulled to like Moldova, but I don't know what it's like there.
I'm sure you'll find out something.
Capital,
When I do
Chisinau.
European tours, I got to like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I got to sandwich one day where I can't do anything, and then so Sunday to Thursday I'm open. I can stay in that town, or I can go early to the next town.
Oh, that's smart. I like that.
But one city has to get sandwiched, which means I get there that morning, leave the next morning. And so it's got to, like Brussels, I've heard, there's no point. It's fine for a show, but you don't want to be there.
Right.
So fine. I sandwiched Ljubljana, Slovenia this last time.
Oh, yeah.
And I was
I've
like,
never known how to say that out loud
anything
until you
taught
just
me.
said it.
Capital of Slovenia.
It's
if you
much
don't know.
prettier than El Jub El Jana, but that's how I say it in my head.
But I was like, oh, this place rules. I
Yeah?
did not expect this at all. And I got to come back here for a week.
That's cool. That is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Croatia probably has stuff like that too, where you're like, damn, this is.
There's an island in
Nice.
Croatia that I went. My doctor told me about it, and I had to go after Edinburgh. I worked so hard.
What kind of a doctor?
Regular.
Like a regular doctor.
Yeah,
Family
butt and dicks and
whatever.
shit.
Yeah.
And then I was so frazzled after Edinburgh that I was like, hey, where's that place you told me? Some island that I won't mention that was just sunbathe,
Yeah.
jump in the Adriatic or whatever, and then just air dry
whatever.
off and
Yeah.
just like,
And then you get old all of a sudden really quickly.
Yeah.
You're on Old Beach.
yeah. It was
the
so
kids
nice.
die.
And
Yeah.
then I don't know what the mainland's like, but like, yeah, everything's pretty awesome.
Everything is pretty awesome. And simultaneously, everything kind of sucks. Isn't that
Yeah.
interesting?
You could also do a tour, or he could do a tour, and you meet up on the last stop and then stay for 8 days after.
Look at that. Now you're doing career planning and the travel
I get the
agency.
thing of like, I'm wasting my time if I go straight vacation. So you can couple it with work.
Sure. And that also helps get him out of the, you guys, every now and then you need to do stand up or else you spiral in a way that's, I learned during the pandemic where he would
Yeah.
come in and just start running bits and doing voices. And I was like, hello, I'm reading a book. Could you have said, hello, I'm coming into the room? Could you have asked for he'll just start going. But that's what,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
the
that
engine you
pandemic
guys
made
have
us
to,
all
you
weird.
have to train it because that's the thing that stops people that are like, could have thought about doing stand up. The thing that stopped me was like, oh, I'd have to do it all the time consistently.
Yeah.
And you guys have to train your motor to do that. So I get
Yeah.
it. I'm forgiving of it. But we can acknowledge it exists.
You could probably do pretty well
What?
if you tried it. It'd be so embarrassing for Dan.
It would be embarrassing for everyone involved. It would be.
Oh, your chick's doing stand up
It's
now?
I
And you'd be
mean,
like,
isn't that
"Damn
the
it,
way? That
I
is the
told you
way.
to do this in another city.
That is. It never. I won't. I don't have the regularity. If it's up to me to go
Guys,
to
she's
work,
actually
I
really
won't.
funny.
She tells great
She's
stories.
actually doing really well. I'm like, oh, okay. It'd be so
no,
fun.
The train passed. The train has passed. I've done it twice. I'll never.
Yeah.
I don't think I
you
would
could,
ever
you,
do.
But you could go cover the fucking wheel thing. You know the cheese wheel chasing thing where they all run down that fucking hill chasing a cheese wheel.
Where's that?
I don't know. Maybe England.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Is
and
that
then they all
England?
fucking
Where is
fall
the
and
cheese
flip
wheel?
over.
Wouldn't that be like that? Feels Dutch.
It does, right? Doesn't feel like an English thing.
I don't know where the cheese wheel is.
the cheese
I
wheel
like the
race.
way. I did not think this was how you planned vacations. I thought you like knew the world, and what you do is like, I want to cross the street where everybody crosses the street. I want to do the cheese
A dumb
wheel thing.
I want to sit and smoke cigarettes at a cafe. I want to do cheese.
Maybe we'll go to Scotland for the Highland Games or whatever those are. That could
Yeah.
be fun. Cooper's Hill, cheese rolling, and wake. Someone dies?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
They fly near I'm not even gonna
Gloucester.
try. Gloucester.
Well, that's
yeah.
how you say the Massachusetts version. I don't
Yeah,
know if that's
probably.
what they call it there. Gloucester. Gloucester. There's good beaches in Gloucester.
Yeah. Wait. Let's see this. How far is this from? You think London?
I mean, it's not possible for it to be so far. It's not worth it. It's Gloucester, UK. Up at that's different. That's Gloucestershire.
That's not it.
No, it was the first thing that you scrolled past. Just get rid of the sheer. Gloucester, UK. See the second thing down? Yeah.
All right with the attitude.
It's right next to it,
trying
funny
to help
enough.
you
But
out.
it might not have been, you know? It could have been. Maybe it's on the other side. Abbeymead, Abbeydale, Matson.
Oh, just 37-hour walk. Or you could
37
drive
hour
it.
walk. Okay,
You could
or
drive
if we
it in
drove, it's-
226.
That's nothing.
That's a train too. I'm
That's
sure they have a
nothing,
train.
I'm sure.
So yeah, go cover that for your job.
Sure.
Funny sports. Yeah, and then I don't know, make an excuse for that. Legitimately excited for you.
Smash cut to 2 years from now when you're like, and you haven't gone anywhere?
You haven't visited me in
and
this
so you've
foreign
not
prison
even,
once?
You're not, that's very funny.
You can at least come visit.
Have you ever been to a foreign prison? It's too late to ask you this in the podcast.
Yeah, no, I've never been arrested in a foreign land.
Good. That sounds scary to me.
Yeah. I've been ticketed.
And what do you do with that? You have to pay it? You're never back.
I got shaken down in Thailand. I should just pay the shakedown. Instead, it was like 6 hours at City Hall to get my license back to save 100 baht. To save $3.
And you just didn't
I was
wanna
like, I'm not
pay
getting
it?
shaken down. No way. This is a fucking bribe.
Yeah, where you're like, it is a bribe,
And the
I
guy's
will
like,
just pay
you
it.
really should just give me the 500.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, I know what you're doing.
It's like a Ticketmaster fee. You're like, I don't love this, but
Yeah,
I'll just pay
but
it.
I'll
It's
pay
the
it.
way things go.
Oh, I hate that so much.
hate it so
Wait, what do you mean 130? The tickets are 40 each.
Now there's
What do you mean 130?
Some states are doing laws where it's like they have to show you
They have
up
to show
front
you.
all of the money.
You're going to be better? Not let them charge you 40% on top
I
on a
know.
resale. Then you resell your ticket. Okay. I have 2 tickets for 50. It's $100. I got to resell these. Okay, you're only getting 80 and the other person's paying 120. What?
Yeah, I know. Or also like, hey, I'm doing pre-sale because I'm a huge fan of this artist, but people that are huge fans of this artist all did pre-sale, and then there's nobody left to buy the other tickets, and so those tickets are cheaper and better, and you're like, wait, but I'm the biggest,
And-
but I love you most.
And they don't stop scalpers for that much
And
money.
now it's all broken, Ari. I feel like everything's breaking.
I talked to a guy who owned a hockey team, just randomly.
That's- okay.
Was in a
Like
room
an
with them.
NHL. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I was like, hey, how do you feel about Ticketmaster? Because I really hated it, both as a fan and as someone who sells off Ticketmaster. And he said, we are actively looking for other options.
Damn.
Hard every day. The problem is the number 2 is just so unprofessional that we just can't rely on them. But trust me, I know exactly what you're saying, and it's nonstop looking for other options.
Yeah. So
and I'm
fuck you,
okay, great.
Ticketmaster. It's on site.
It's
Is what
on
I think
site.
we're saying.
Katie, thank you. Everybody, once again, go listen to her podcast, Benjamin Bros. Hold
What?
on, I got it. Casuals with Katie Nolan and
And what?
just you.
That's it. Just me.
Oh,
Me and my we had Sagalo on today.
Nice.
Sagalo was our guest today, but this is going to be probably not coming out today. So what does that have to do with
my
anything?
listeners try to do clues on when things were recorded.
Oh, well, now we
just
know.
by references. Once Kevin Ryan was like, "Yeah, I just bought a car." Like, just bought a. Wait, this is your second. I remember when you said you bought a car in your other pod. That was over a year ago.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, now I gave him a big. I pulled
Yeah.
the curtain
Go back to
a
that
little.
Sagalo episode.
That's
guys.
the day that this was recorded.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. I
Yeah.
feel this is. Thank you for doing this.
This was a fun one.
This was good.
I got to title it something, but this was fun as hell.
You'll come up with it.
Yeah. This actually helped me think things out too.
Oh, good.
Yeah, for real.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Sick.
Bye, everybody. Bye, studio.
All right. Well, that's the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some out of that. Now, Thank you, Katie Nolan, for coming in. I am out trying to get a glimpse for 2 days of this. I think it's just peeking out right now. The Pines del Torre. I think it is. Hold on. I'll give you a quick look. The peaks. It's been hiding in the clouds for literally 2 days. And I think it's just coming out to play right now. Just for like a minute. It's going to dump back into the clouds. And then there's more peaks over there, but those I can't really see. That's about as good a glimpse as I can get. There's a 10-hour hike that I might do tomorrow, but probably not. It doesn't seem like my style. 10 hours. Actually, it does seem like my style, doesn't it? Okay. Anyway, thank you, Katie Nolan, for coming in. And now here is what I wanted to tell you. I want to give you these tips for yourself, for how to do travel yourself. Because I know I was talking to an independent contractor, as it were. That's what I do. That's what she does. Creative, I don't know, whatever you call it, but someone who doesn't really work for anybody. So I understand that our jobs are not going to be like your jobs. I got to get a look at this. I'm sorry. God damn. I mean, can you see this whole fucking field? Hold on. Look at this. The scenery out here is just wild. With all that in the backdrop. And then like, oh my God. I can't even express to you. Anyway, thank you, Katie Nolan, for coming in. You can check out her on Instagram at Nolan Katie. If you have any ideas of where she should travel, reach out to her. Let her know. The Casuals Pod every Tuesday and Thursday. And what is it? Fan Service Live, 12 p.m. at Mad Dog Talk Radio. Only on Sirius XM, 12 p.m. every day. Every day. That's a fucking tough schedule. Okay, that is going to make it tough for you to travel. So now here, I realized I was talking to a creative and someone who has a time off to be able to go anywhere they want. And I know that everybody has that. So I want to do some tips for you guys who have regular 9-to-5ers or maybe not as free as Katie is to be able to like do your own travel. And here's how to do it. Here's some tips. First of all, I put a link at the bottom of the screen. Alan, please put it up there for the passport agency to make a reservation to get your own passport. Yeah, get it. Get it before you go, because that's going to get in the way. That's one of the number one things that's going to get in the way is not having a passport. So follow the link at the bottom. Just make an appointment. Just find it. If you can't make it, there's no harm done. But just get that process started, because here's what's going to help you go. I'm going to give you a bunch of tips right now. One, how do I do this where I'm holding this and also... This is the problem with DIY. How am I going to get over this fucking bog? Okay. Hold. By the way, I have to take a dump. I'm out in the woods. And if I find a good dump spot, I'm going to take a break. Ooh, a lot of poop out here. And I'll come back in a second. Okay, tip one, plan your tip one is get your passport. Tip two, plan your holidays wisely. I was talking to, I don't want to say her name because I know she hasn't talked to her parents about this yet, but guys, Thanksgiving, what are we doing anymore? If you lived your life right, and I mean like, fucking branch. If you lived your life right, and I mean the way you did in the 50s or 60s when these traditions were started, the 40s, you'd have your own family by now. If you're 26, you'd have a 3-year-old child. And you'd be giving him or her, I guess just him if you're in China, their own Thanksgiving tradition, their own memories. And you wouldn't be going home anymore. You'd be doing your own thing. So you don't have to still go home. You're doing Christmas. It's enough. I get it if you have a family that's like, oh, I can't. By the way, guys, all these tips, I'll tell you this in a second of how you can really take these in. Thanksgiving is a fucking 8-day holiday for you with 3 days of sick leave. You got to use your sick days I'm sorry, your vacation days wisely. You take off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, Friday's already off. So that means you leave Friday at work, after work. You know, you go, I'm leaving at 4 p.m., 5 p.m., Friday before Thanksgiving. You go right to the airport. You land in some place Saturday morning or late Friday night. Yeah, they're gone. They're already gone. Damn, it just disappears so fast. Then you have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for Thanksgiving. And by the way, if you like Thanksgiving, do it wherever you're at. Mexico City, I've gone there. I did it 2 years in a row. I went to Merida one year. They don't do Thanksgiving, but you can. Go get turkey somewhere. Go be with your friends. Have your friends come with you. Do a Friendsgiving out in fucking Oaxaca or some shit. Oh, geez, that's fucking wild. Anyway, you get 8 days for 3. That means Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Come home Sunday. That brings me to tip 2. Come back on the red eye Sundays. You won't be fit to work that day. I'm telling you, you just won't. There's no way. But don't schedule meetings. Like, what if I have a meeting? Don't schedule a meeting on Monday after a vacation's coming. Reschedule everything for later. Just go, hey, I'm not going to be available. Let's do Tuesday or Wednesday. And just be fucking really a bad employee on that Monday. And come home on the ready Monday. You get in 6, 7 a.m. If you're delayed, you let your boss know ahead of time. Do it responsibly. You know, and then you can go. So that's 8 days or 9 days for only 3 days of a vacation. By the way, sick days, take those. Take those for fucking mental health. That's what sick days are. The Americans' ideas of like, oh, you can never take a sick day if you're not actually fucking bedridden. No, if you gotta go breathe some air, go, it's peeking out again. Go fucking be in nature with your dog. So for your mental health, so you don't go fucking nuts and shoot up the place. That's a sick day. That's a valid sick day. That's number 2. Your sick days. Use them wisely. Can you see this behind me? By the way, guys, let me break it real quick. All this advice is only going to be good if you want to take it. If you're looking for a reason why you shouldn't do any of this, you're going to find it. For sure. But I don't know. I'm trying to help you. Like, there's always going to be reasons why you can't travel. And if you look for them, you will find them. Always. Always. So I get back to it. But keep in mind for any of this advice, like, how can I make this work for me? And then it'll help you. Okay, back to the advice. Tip number 3, before accepting a new job offer, let them know. They give you the offer. Let them know you're planning on going on a big vacation. Now, you haven't planned it yet, but now's the time. The worst they're going to do is tell you no. That's the worst they're going to do is say, no, we need you to start right away. But no harm in asking. So let's say you have got a job and you're like, okay, you got to give you 2 weeks to your old job. And they go, great. Let's say it's February 1st. Now, they go, we want you to start February 14th or 15th. And you go, actually, I have this trip planned. Would you mind if I started March 9th? And generally, they're so happy. And before you've taken the job, you haven't taken the job offer yet. And they're so happy to found the right candidate. They go, yeah, sure. That's totally fine. If they say, no, we need you. It's a big time for us. Then it's okay. No big deal. I'll push that off till later. But ask. And then generally they'll give it to you. And then you could take your fucking a 3-4 week holiday and go anywhere you want. Tip 4 or 5, rent out your apartment. You're traveling for free if you rent out your apartment. If money's an issue, you're traveling for free if you rent out your apartment. Also, if you do any work while you're gone, that's tax deductible. That's it. That's from a Jew. Tax deductible if you do any work, but try not to do any work. Because you want to be out. You want to be out. You want to be able to like seize the day. Guys, you can either be the guanaco or you can be the fucking puma. And I'm telling you, I know I have a reputation of like, of getting out there and doing wild stuff, you know, and being the guy who travels. I'm generally the guanaco. I'm generally going to some city I don't really want to go to do stand-up comedy, something I love, but that's only for 1 to 2 hours a day. You know, maybe an hour 20 each show. So 2 hours and 40 minutes, I'm doing something I really love. And that means 21 and a half hours, 21 hours and 20 minutes. I'm stuck in fucking Kansas City or, you know, Kansas City is actually pretty cool. Great jazz club there. But I'm generally the guanaco. I'm generally the guy who's just fucking, you know, a fucking bone for a puma. But sometimes, today, I'm the fucking puma. And it feels great. Don't you want to be the puma? I bet you do. You don't want to be the guanaco or the fucking, I guess is that a horse? Is that a fucking horse head behind me? On a pike? I'd say unsettling. And guys, you can find stuff like this too, if you're willing to take those fucking 8 days for 3. What else? What's our next thing? Skyscanner. Skyscanner.com shows direct flights from anywhere. So if you go to your local airport and go, there's a whole fucking rib cage over there. Let's go. If you go to your local airport and put in Skyscanner, go to Skyscanner, put in your local airport, you'll see anywhere there's a direct flight. And I've done this. That's why I got the Dominican Republic. I had days off in, what the fuck is this? I mean, what the fucking fuck, bro? Whole ribcage. Is that his like torso? There's bones everywhere. I wonder if I mean, it was dragged here. Dude, you see, oh, hoof. Oh, is there? Literally just got scared. Fucking full hoof. Oh, you ever see the inside of a hoof? God, they leave nothing. It's between that and the buzzards. They leave fucking nothing. Oh, there's still fucking meat on that one. Wow. Oh, I got to talk to the mic. God damn. Okay. Pretty unsettling. Yeah, sometimes I get really scared of pumas out here. One day I was in my camper and in the morning there was fucking a poop that wasn't there before. And I'm like, oh, maybe it's just like a guanaco, but it had fur in it. So that's usually a sign. God, you know how scary it is to go fucking take a poop when you know a puma might be stalking you? You ever get stalked, bro? I mean, but who put this up? I mean, there's no way the puma put it up on a fucking pike. Right? No way. God, look at that thing. It took down a fucking horse. That's somebody's fucking animal. It took down a fucking horse. Anyway, all right, back to the episode. Sorry. But isn't this fun? Don't you want to do these things? Don't you want to have experiences? Yeah, I didn't come here to look for fucking horse heads. Okay, Skyscanner shows direct flight. So I did it to Dominican Republic. I had 10 or 12 days off in between a show in Boston and a show in, I think, San Antonio. So I go, where could I get direct from Boston Logan Airport? And it gave me a bunch of cities. And then it goes, where can I get from those cities to San Antonio or Austin or Dallas? And it gave me nothing. But on a layover, I could get to Dominican Republic, straight from Boston, to Dominican Republic, DR. And then on a layover, I got to San Antonio and I went straight there. So I was able to, no, Dallas? I know what it was. Dallas to Boston. Yeah, because I said goodbye to Greg Fitzsimmons. He was in Fort Worth at the same time. I was at the bad club. And he was at the good one. And we hung out and he dropped me off at the airport. After we went to the Dallas Cowboy game, I remember that. Skyscanner is your friend. Another tip. I don't know what number we're up to. Alan, put these in. Sorry, I'm giving you more work right before the holidays. Damn. Telling your friends that you're going. Tell them before you even go. It holds you to it. If you tell your friends you're going, you're stuck. Because then you have to explain why you didn't go. So it does two things. One, it commits you. And two, ideas will come of what to do when you're out there. God damn, this fucking rain is not the best. But check this shit out. This river, when it's... I got my camper way over there. And if you can see it, I'm in the middle of nowhere. Wild camping. I've never done it before. It's freaking wild. Shit presents itself once you're out there. I've been going on Rex. So Rex will help you. So tell your friends you're going, and they'll be like, oh, my friend went there. He said he went to this great restaurant. Oh, okay. What was it? My friend went there. He said he did wild camping where you could just find campsites and just hole up. What? I want to do that. And then you do. Another tip, don't look at too many pics. Just decide what you want to do. If you look at the pics, nothing's going to live up to it because the pics aren't... Listen, the pic of that mountain, of Torres del Paine, are beautiful. They don't show the cloudy pictures. And if I had seen them, and I have, you look at it, you're like, oh, that's not as good. But I didn't look at too many, so when I see it, I'm like, oh, I finally saw it. I mean, the 2 days I spent trying to fucking get a sight of this thing. Oh, fuck. I mean, this isn't great. This is not great at all. Maybe I'll go take a poop now. Don't look at too many pics. It'll ruin it for you. You can still have an amazing... I found a hot spring, and it was cloudy, but I didn't know anything about it. I thought it was just a regular little hot spring. But it wasn't. It was this amazing thing on a fjord, and you're looking out, and it's tremendously hot. If I had looked at pics on a beautiful day, I'd be disappointed, but I didn't look at any... I didn't know what to expect, and so it just blew me away. On the highway, there's a highway down here in Patigo. Look at this. Look where my camper is. So, like, nothing is around me, bro. Absolutely nothing. And then, boom, camper. Right on the fucking water. You can't see it now, but back there is a snow-capped mountain. There's a snow-capped mountain. There's a snow-capped mountain. And then behind me, which we can never get a view of. I mean, I guess we got a little view earlier. Torres del Paine. Don't look too many Rex. Follow Rex recommendations. What number are we up to, Alan? Follow recommendations over any AI or blogs. You know what you like, and your friends know what you like. And if somebody tells you, like, oh my God, you got to go to this beautiful, nice restaurant like Tim Dillon would in this place, you go, yeah, I'm not interested in that. I don't want to do that. I want to get street food. So you don't get people who aren't doing your thing telling you what to do, like you would on Google Maps. The people weighing in on Google Maps are just some of people who share your ideas and some who don't. But if somebody says, oh my God, I had this most amazing meal where it was just this family and they cook for you and it's this fucking communal and they bring people from all over the world and everyone has to talk, and that might be your thing. But if it is your thing, you go, wait, tell me more. I'm interested in that. And then they tell you more. Recommendations over AI. AI is going to ruin life. Not for that stuff, but only because it's giving you a version of it that's for everybody. And you're not everybody. You have your specific deals. Here's another tip. If you got a partner, a wife or a husband, be willing to travel without them. I know it might be hard, but you can play golf without them, right? So why not be able to travel without them? Why not be able to say, I mean, I remember Leanne Kreischer going to Vietnam with her friends. She wasn't going to wait anymore for fucking Fatso to be able to take time off, and she just went with her friends. I know other people that have been able to, I mean, look at this, dude. Tell me that location isn't just the best location in the fucking world. I've been here for 2 days doing fuck all. I've known other people doing it too. I've had girlfriends. I've said, hey, I'm leaving for 3 weeks. And they go, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm leaving. They're like, well, I want to go. I'm like, yeah, well, you have work, don't you? And they go, yeah. I'm like, all right, well, goodbye. And sometimes they're willing to come and sometimes they're not. But don't wait for them. Do something with your friends. Do something alone. Have whatever reason you want to go out and go alone. Have a reason. Have one thing to do in a town. I knew these 2 chicks from Austin who used to go do tourism, and they sent her on a comedy show. They showed up on a show of mine in Reykjavik, Alaska. And now they were going to do Reykjavik, Iceland. They were going to do Iceland, and they wanted to for weeks, but they're comedy tourists. And they were like, well, Ari's flying there. That's an excuse. Let's go. And so they went to Reykjavik, they went to my show, and then they did the fucking ring road around Iceland. Katelyn Palufo, comedian, wanted to see the Yeah. She goes, I'm going to go see him in Mexico City. She just got to have a relationship. And she goes, I'm going. She went alone. She was scared, but she had a blast. She saw the Yeah. Dan Soder on this podcast. He wanted to go see the fucking That metal band. What are they called? I can never remember their name, but Dave Grohl played with them for a little bit. Queens of the Stone Age. Hey, what's a fucking Sweden? Fucking goose. What up? With a stop in Reykjavik. He used that Queens of the Stone Age show as a fucking excuse. Where are you gonna go, goose? Where you go, swan? As an excuse to go do whatever he wanted to do. Find an excuse. That's another tip. Find an excuse and make that, build a whole trip around that. Or just go and come back, but build a trip around it. But be willing to travel with your partner. Find an excuse to go. Last one is, guys, hostels are actually really fun. I know. They're a little disgusting. But I want you to know, no one calls them youth hostels anymore. That's not a thing. No one calls them youth hostels. They're just hostels. And they're really fun. And if you get one that has a free breakfast, go to hostelworld.com, use that app. It's tough because the social feature on there is not really exactly what you mean. But you want a free breakfast in the morning, because what the free breakfast does, not always, but a lot, is it brings people together to have a meal. And you sit there and you eat the buffet, but read the reviews. If they go, not really a social hostel, avoid that one. But they all come together for this free breakfast to get that free meal to make ends meet, especially people that have traveled a long time. And you get tips from them. You get those recommendations that I'm talking about. You get tips from those people and they tell you like what's to do in the city. Oh, there's fucking Cholitas wrestling in La Paz. What? Yeah, these fucking Cholitas wearing the traditional garb, get in a fucking ring and wrestle. And yeah, it was all for fucking gringos for sure, but it was so fun. I wouldn't have known about that without that. Or there's some hike, or there's some restaurant. Oh, I talked to some guy who gave me a restaurant in Sucre, Bolivia. He goes, it's like a Michelin star restaurant, and it's 200 Bolivianos, which is like $40. Wine pairing too. I'm like, what? And man, it was amazing. Nativa. Shout out Nativa. Gone again. I mean, you could sort of see the other mountain. Let me zoom in. But not really. But I mean, guys, you can find, there's my camper. Don't you want to find places like this for yourself? Oops. Okay. So those are my tips. I should tell you that I should have told you this before. Guys, these tips are going to be easy to say, well, I can't do it for this reason or that reason. You got to want to go. If you don't want to go places, and I think you do, that's why you're watching this podcast or listening to this podcast in general, because you have a desire to go see places. Like, I don't care, but I think you do. You got to want answers instead of problems. You got to want solutions instead of obstacles. So I'm giving you all these things, all these tips. There's always going to be a reason why it won't work. But you shouldn't be looking for the reasons why it won't work. Look for the reasons why it did, why it will work. I had a long talk with Louis C.K. a long time ago, right? He just done Lucky Louie. He hadn't done his FX show yet. Done his third special in a row, and I asked him how crazy it was. I told him it was fucking nuts. He's doing a special a year at that high level. And he explained to me how to do it. It was just long talk. I've talked about it on Skeptic Tank. Oh, well, those are all gone now. And in my head, I was like, yeah, sure, you can throw your material away and just do all this. You have HBO willing to give you a special whenever you want. What have I got? I can only do an album. I can't do any of this. I don't have people calling for me. I don't have money like this to fucking put into stuff, and I don't have a fan base like you do. And I didn't take any of his advice for about 2 years. And then maybe 3 years. And then it hit me that I'm looking for a reason why one of the greatest comedians of all time, why his advice would not work for me. Instead of looking for reasons why one of the greatest comedians of all time, why his advice would work for me. What a fool. I was a fucking chump. And then I started following his advice and I started making a living. Right after that, I started making a living on my own. I was like, fuck it, let me just try. Put out an album, we went to #1 on iTunes, which is almost nothing, by the way. Back then, it was like a flex, but really it meant like 5,000 records sold. Jim Gaffigan stays on iTunes is like top. God damn, this water's so fucking blue. All the time. He actually sells albums. Fluffy sells albums. But anyway, went to number one. Then I was like, let me put out a special. Did, then another one. And then I started making a living. People started coming to my shows. I started committing myself to doing new material. And I took his advice. And I'm telling you, this advice is going to help you if you're willing to take it and try to make it work. If you try not to make it work, you can make that happen too. Okay, well, that's it, everybody. I think that's the episode. Again, follow Nolan. Oh, fucking horse. Damn. By the way, field notes, durable. This has been in the rain. Any other notebook would have fallen apart right now. Rolf Potts, thank you very much for the recommendation, field notes. I think I see a place to poop. I mean, I could kind of do it here. It's wide open. I could do it right there. Okay, Nolan, at Nolan Katie, tell her where she should go. Tell you like her if she's one of the best, most knowledgeable sports people around, although she did say Aaron Judge would not resign with the Yankees, and you were wrong. She's amazing. She's a friend of mine, and you guys love her. She's also one of the worst beer pong players I've ever encountered in my life. Yeah. This guy's sad because his fucking buddy has a head up on a pike somewhere. Hey, buddy, is there a place to poop around here that you know of? Just wondering if you know any places to poop. No, stay there. You don't have to show me. Okay. All right, my bad. Check out how cool this water is. Thank you, Nolan Katie. Check out her podcast, The Casuals, every Tuesday and Thursday. Look how blue that fucking water is. And her fan Service Live, 12 p.m. on Mad Dog Radio, Sirius XM, before Sirius XM goes away. Don't neglect tuning in. And now, guys, it's been 100 episodes. Ugh. So, I got some thanks. I got some thanks to the people who made this possible. I honestly didn't know how far I'd get in this. I started doing the podcast before it even launched. On iPhones like this one, in my spare bedroom where my old Skip the Tanks used to be, and a weird backdrop that I hung up behind me. And 100 episodes is a fucking deal. So I just want to thank some people. So here's all the people that helped me get there. Pepper Goins for writing the theme song, the You Be Trippin theme song. Thank you very much. Gerard Gibran for the cartoon at the beginning of every episode. Made that. He's a comic in Vancouver. Check him out. Also check out Pepper's stuff. He's fucking nuts and weird, and you should use him for your theme songs. Toby McMullen and D's Nuts for building my studio in New York. Man, me and Toby, we had such a fucking blast every day trying to think up the vibe of that thing. That was one of the best month and a half of my life. Legitimately, just being creative with like building things. Look at this bird. Look how fucking weird this bird is. So that's a mom and dad, and I saw them with their kids earlier. Their kids are probably all dead now by puma attack. Yoink. Thora, my landlord, for letting me do a podcast there when she said no business, and I go, hey, it's gonna be business, but it's not gonna be much. I'm barely gonna be there, and when I am, it's gonna be a little bit of noise. I'm gonna be screaming sometimes with people, but it's like on average 2-3 hours a week. And she goes, yeah, okay, do it. So thank you, Thora, Trinidad's finest. Also, thank you for Pete upstairs, who died during the flood. That delayed the podcast for quite some time. After me and Toby built up this whole studio in D's, there was a flood. And it totally flooded the place. It was unusable, mold everywhere, but the podcast studio part was saved somehow. And Pete wouldn't open his door to let them air the place out. Just refused to open it. He had a long-standing war with Thora. Wouldn't open the door. Finally, she was like, well, I gotta. There's going to be mold everywhere. And he was floating in a puddle. He was dead. He's dead for quite some time and floating. Anyway, it took forever to re-rent the place, and I was able to smoke cigars and maybe do a fire right here. I was able to smoke cigars with people like Rob Lowe and Bobby Kelly and all sorts of stuff before we had neighbors upstairs. And eventually they were like, hey, I got a kid, dude, and this fucking cigar smoke is terrible. I'm like, yeah, fair enough. But thank you, Pete, for giving me at least a fucking year of no neighbor where I could do whatever I want. Lee and Gwyn for making the background, the logo, that map, that first map in my old apartment, the one that hung up that I still have, so I'll probably use it somewhere when I get back. And the logo, he made the You Be Trippin stamp. He's a great designer, and he loves podcasts. If you got a podcast or if you want something made, he's really interesting. His like thoughts on things. So, the art of it. So he likes doing wild shit. Check him out on Abracadabra, at Abracadabra on Instagram. Sal Volcano for coming up with the name You Be Trippin. I was tossing over a bunch of names. None of them would have been as fun. Sal Volcano came up with You Be Trippin, and I loved it. And thank you very much. Tyler Penn, my graphic designer. Whenever we put up videos on the screen, he shows the screens. He also helped me build the map, the rounded map in my studio once we replaced the full backdrop map. Sound engineer extraordinaire, any bodies guess? Any bodies guess? Thank you very much for helping me with even the sound system here. Like, you really fucking did it for me. Could not have done that without you. Every time something broke, you were right there with advice, easy to work with. Thank you. The people who designed my backdrop, Marcus Laporte and Thomas Schneider, the one in my Austin studio. It's a fucking sick one. Thank you guys. My editing team, Alan Caffey, editor extraordinaire. God, he's so fucking good. All this stuff, he uses his fucking mind, puts in jokes every time I fail or some user error happens. God damn it. He's right there to make fun of me and keep it fresh and interesting through editing. Thank you, Alan Caffey. Chris Larson, heading up the editorial department at YMH. YMH is, I'll just say it now. Just the easiest company to work with in the world. They are so professional and such pieces of shit at the same time that it's like, I don't know why any comic would want to go to any other network at all. It's so fun being over there. And it's a family, and I just fucking love it. I'm just glad to be a part of it, to be honest. Chad Wallen for doing the first maybe 60 episodes of this before moving on to other things and doing that Ghana episode. Niana Paulette, taking his place beautifully. Josh Zolo, thank you very much for fucking, helping me run all this shit. I appreciate it. Heather Mills and Katelyn Sad at the, I'm out of breath. It's not even high up. At the goddamn. Heather Mills and Katelyn Sad in the fucking social media department, making clips, making funny fucking stuff, taking a break from their main job, munching boxes all day to help me, promote this show. I really appreciate it. If you don't know them, they're two champion level box munchers, devout lesbians who love getting their fucking chins just fucking soaked. You should see them when I come into the office, just pruny. Their chin, it looks like Jay Leno, just like pruny. I'm like, what the? Did you get chin implants? And like, no, I've been munching box for fucking hours. And their skin gets pruny. And nothing can get them from munching box, but they stop to help promote this podcast. And I really appreciate that. It's not an easy thing to find when you get that high level of box munchers. Also the fucking YMH ad team guys, I'm making money being here. And that's because of them. Alan the Wrench, Abdeen, Ali, Bryce, Zach, and Gabby. Thank you guys very much. Legitimately, if you're watching this, me being here, couldn't maybe have done that without you guys. Look at that. It's a cloudy day. This is like a shitty day here. God damn. 5 and 1. Nope, and 1. Yep. And thank you guys. Who else we got? Did I remember everybody? Leon, Tyler, Marcus. Ryan Hall. Thank you very much, buddy, for making this deal happen. It took a long fucking time. You helped convince everybody over there that I was worth working with, and I appreciate it like immensely. And it's been fucking great working with you on this, and even more on the other thing that's going to come out that we'll announce in a couple months. But there you go. There's the light. Thank you. And the boss, El Jefe, Tom Segura, for deciding finally to put just a wild idea. To put a comedian on the YMH network. It was nuts. A lot of people wouldn't have done that. A lot of people would have just kept putting non-comedians on, but you had the fucking foresight and wherewithal to take a chance and to work with someone who literally no one else would work with. I've burned every bridge I've ever come across to get on the water on my own. So, Tom, the Jefe, thanks, man. Seriously, you've saved me like a bunch of times. This being able to like just do this without, I was so DIY on my other podcast. It took so much time, and you built this fucking network where I was envious of you, because I'm like, you could just go in and say, press record, and then they start, and then you just leave, and everything else gets taken care of on a really high level with people who really want to work there. And then you're like, come be a part of it. And so, man, it's been great. This thing you set up, having a little bit of responsibility, it's really helped me. So thanks, Tom. I mean, honestly, the thing that's coming soon, and convincing me to do my juice special. I was done with it. You telling me like, come on, man, what are you doing? That was like really good. You should do something with that. And I was like, it's done. And you were like, kind of made me see what a fucking idiot I was. So thank you for that. That's it. That's everybody. That's everybody who's helped with this project. You Be Trippin. I'm having a fucking blast. And also the guests. 100 episodes. Probably what? 95 guests? Who's repeated? Sam Talent, Colin Tyrrell. Who else is repeated? Sam Talent, Colin Tyrrell, Ryan O'Neal. Wait, has that? Oh yeah. Ari Maddie maybe. Rolf Potts. Has Julio's second episode been on? Giulio Gallerati. Mark Norman, Joe List. Yeah. So let's say 93, 95, something like that. Guess. And all the places we've been. Thank you to the world for fucking taking people in. That was gay. That's it, guys. That's it. 100 episodes up and 100 episodes down. I'm Ari Shaffir. Next week, Danny Polishek will be taking us to Laos. First time going to Laos. First new country. I mean, there's so much poop here. Who's going to care if I take a shit here? And who's going to find me? I mean, I should just do it right here. I'll never be able to get a more beautiful place to poop than right here. Yeah. Right? Who's going to come up on me? Yeah. Okay, guys. Also, thank you very much for wet wipes. I'm sorry, wet ones, for giving just the be gentle and sensitive wet wipes. When you got to shit in the woods, look no further than wet ones to really, the gentle ones, to really caress your ass and really get it clean in a way that only a bidet could, but you'll never get out in nature. I'm Ari Shaffir, everybody. Get out there. Go get your passport right now. Follow the link right now at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Bye. Is that everybody? It's everybody. God, I'm okay. Also, can I just say, I'm having a fucking blast. This has been the trip of my life. And doing the occasional fucking weighing in with you guys has been totally fine and kind of fun. And just to be able to like report on how much of a good time I'm having to somebody has been pretty fucking cool, even if it's people I don't know, but I kind of do know you. All right, bye. Get out there, make your own trips. Guys, I forgot to thank some of the sponsors who have made this 100 episodes special. Obviously, they're all like, appreciate the money, but there's a few that really stand out. And also, by the way, should I just say the Patreon members, the ones that are still subscribing, even though I've legitimately put up nothing. I haven't even sent the person around the world. I got to do that. I mean, New Year's resolution. I'm doing that by May. Hopefully before. But let's say, if I haven't done it by May, I really am bad. Yeah, I just got to get on that. Heather and Katelyn, send me the 10 finalists, and I'm just going to reach out to them right now. But the sponsors that I like more than anybody, like I said, the money is great for all of them. But can I say Shopify has always let me do whatever ads I wanted to, in whatever order I wanted to, and say the most fucked up shit just to push their brand. And I appreciate that. You know, there's some that just make me do dumb copy straight away. And it's like, I'll do it, but it's like, what a waste. Fahim Anwar said this once. He was in a writer's room, Chuck Lorre. They just were talking about plot, and he was sitting there, not contributing. He goes, God, I felt like a Ferrari idling. It's a high-level stand-up comic, and you're just sitting there having meetings about plot. So Shopify, thanks for letting me do whatever I want. And also Sheath Underwear. Though, I don't know, they don't sponsor much, but they're the #1 underwear in comedy. And they're the only ones I've brought out with me here on this trip. See that? That's a Sheath brand. They're great. They hug my balls. I love them. If I do any other fucking whatever, I'm wearing Sheath. So those are the 2 ones, guys. Yeah, support them because they're great. Also, Gooder glasses came with me in this trip, and the Perfect jeans as well. But like those 2, Shopify and Sheath, are like my favorite, and the Patreon. Okay, that's it. That's the end of the episode. Well, one more. Let me show you where I pooped. Come on, it's over this way. It's over this way. I did it right there. Be the Puma!